Alright, so last time we were following these tracks. These things are fucking enormous. There was like some ghostly kind of after effects. Kind of ethereal residue on some of them that but yeah, like if I guess it's a torch. But anyway, some of the tracks had some ethereal, kind of cloudy, vapory bits. But regardless of whatever this thing is, it's fucking huge. It looks like it means business, and it crossed. Look at this, it like carved a fucking path. We were at one point we said there was a mudslide, but I think this is evidence that this beast is pulling some shit. Some sound redeems, yes, yeah. I have I was hanging out with Zycho just the other night, and he's got a couple like that where people can like spend 100 channel points and redeem USB noise notification, or or like someone spends like 10,000 channel points, or like 100 bits, 100 they cheer 100 bits, and yeah, it's like a gunshot to scare the streamer and or the audience. Fancy just that. Goofy shit like that.
A body, and there are teeth marks.
Teeth marks, you say? So that's the thing. We have our ghost wife, our ghost girlfriend, who in addition to being ghostly and very cool, she also can like help us.
He's not letting being dead get in his way.
To fight something. It's gonna be this guy. Nicholas is his name, except he is a specter. In fact, they're all specters. Oh god, I haven't played this game in a hot minute. He's got a gun. Not today, motherfucker. Oof. He's got a gun and he hurts. Can't say I'm surprised. Joke's on him, I too have a gun. It hurts him pretty darn good. I don't do nearly as much damage with my regular human attacks and my non-ghosty attacks.
Don't just stand.
Oh, he's trying to suck me in. He's trying to give me the suck. Fuck you! Oof. Oof. Yeah, the ghost punches do a lot more damage to specters. Alright. Punch! Didn't quite kill him, but it fucked him up really good.
I think we've hit a nerve.
Trying to shield these fellas. Oh god, I'm getting fucked up. I haven't played this game in— oh, I'm dead! I haven't played this game in a hot minute, so I'm a little rusty. Yeah, he's trying to give me the suck, exactly. It was the bad suck. He was trying to give me the suck in front of our ghost wife. So not cool. Actually, that's actually the first time I've ever died in this video game. That's okay. That's okay. Now we're learning.
He's not letting being dead get in his way, is he?
Big punch! Fuck you! He's fucking wailing his ass, but he teleports away. I actually am not sure how you're supposed to dodge as ghost person unless you just do the regular spacebar thing. Yeah, that one, yeah.
It's about to shoot.
Oof, oof. That's a lot of damage. I think I was already kind of low in health to begin with.
I think I'm under threat.
So the only way to build back the ghost punch meter is to do regular attacks. Ouch. As Red here. That's his name. He's doing a very good job being protected by these fucking ghostlies.
I'm right here, you know.
Or not the ghostlies, the wolflies. They're doing a very good job of like just being a constant pain in the ass. But he is shielding them. He's providing a buffer for them. Ghost meter's full? Yes. Oh crap, I pressed the wrong button. I still got him. I was gonna say, I bet I can jump to him. Trying to be mindful of that that little red indication for when the wolves are about to attack.
Away with you.
Bam! There we go. Was it enough? Not quite, not quite. So yeah, red does more damage against ghosts, and ghost wife, Athena, does more damage against specters, which is— a specter is a— oh god, I'm just like rolling in front of him. A specter is a possessed body. That's what these wolf friends are. They're not ghosts, they're like it's like a dead body that's been repossessed. Right, so they're all donezo. Still have a bit of a shield on them, but not for much longer. So get him out of there. Get you out of there as well.
think I used to count my wolf kills on one hand.
We done?
Here. I found some.
Tough fight. Alright, so anyway, what I was saying earlier is that our ghost waifu can help us discover things because, you know, when we look at Red, that's his character's name, or that's his nickname. I can't remember what his actual name is, but you know, in meat space, in the real world, we can see things as mortals perceive it, but when we go to her perspective, we can see things that are hidden to us, but are very visible to her. And this is one such thing over here. There's like this kind of this like ghostly, ethereal, wispy stuff. And there's usually some important story stuff to indicate what's going on. And the game doesn't really surprise you with these kinds of things. It gives you a little heads up.
It's safer. You must take.
So that's Thickskin, one of the people at the camp.
Why won't you
That's-
come with us then?
Oh, I don't know who that
She'll
is.
Go ahead. We'll wait with food and shelter ready, then we'll all travel on together. Nicholas here shall walk with you. There be no better shot among
I don't know who
us.
Nicholas is.
Do you agree, Doolin?
I'll do my best for you, Samuel. Of course I will. But if Thickskin says we'll be safe, I believe it.
In the wild we carry these. Whistle for help if the need be great.
So Thickskin was the...
Someone is generous with her whistles.
Much use they were to this poor bugger.
If this Doolin fellow was meant to protect the missing group, I dread to think what became of them.
Okay, so Nicholas was the name of the Spectre we just fought. So that's what happened to him. Not sure about the Samuel guy. Thickskin is the woman that's kind of the de facto leader at the settlement. She's the best hunter there. Therefore, everyone kind of follows her as the main person. But yeah, she gave us a whistle not too long ago, thinking that it would we could like use it to call for help in time of an absolute emergency. So if like we desperately need help from the settlement, like use this only in case of emergencies, basically. And so yeah, that little vision we saw was of that Nicholas person who is presumed dead. I mean, I see a few dead wolves. I don't see a dead human body. But like there's a journal here, so yeah, so that guy got. Not sure about the Samuel guy. So yeah, Nicholas Doolin. He's lost. Do not appreciate the feeling. He wishes Thickskin were here. Maybe we took the wrong road. Oh, him and someone else, so maybe him and that Samuel person. Close to the meeting point. The wolves are closer. Huh. I wonder where he was meeting this person. We just had this vision of Thickskin saying, like go this way and you can take my and take an extra whistle. Yo, Dansnator, what's up, bud? It's an old buddy of mine, Dansnator, over on YouTube. It's good to see you, bud. It's an SOS button, yeah, exactly. One thing I do appreciate about the whole you know, switch to the ghost person to see the ghost view. One of the things I appreciate about that is that sometimes in games like that, there's this constant anxiety of I have to check every corner in both meat space view and ghost view because, oh, what if I miss a cool pickup? What if I miss a cool story thing? The nice thing is that if you're walking around and there's something interesting that can only be seen in ghost vision, your character's hand will glow to give you like a little warning. So they're not gonna like sucker punch you with, oh, sorry, you didn't check behind that one tree and sniff the ghost piss puddle behind there, and because of that you've locked yourself out of the the whole quest line. Nothing like that, thankfully. So I appreciate that this game isn't like punishing you for not checking every single thing. So it encourages exploration but doesn't require obsessiveness, which I think is a nice balance. So anyway, yeah, long story short, I really can't say
It was
enough nice
wise
things
to
about this
split the
game. I'm
group.
really digging it.
The larger the band, the slower it moves.
So we're talking about
Wasn't it
people
a
here.
cattle drive? They're talking about people.
Thickskin was practical. She knew what she was doing.
Oh, she left them behind.
That much is clear.
Oh, shit. So maybe that's why some people are maybe not big fans of her. So she was saying, we're going to go on ahead. You guys are going to go off on your own. Here's a whistle to blow in case of emergency. But yeah, what good did it do? Because they got fucked up by the wolves. So maybe it was seen as heartless. Maybe it was seen as like, you know, they're just slowing us down. This ensures the survivability of the rest of the group. But maybe others were like, hey man, like there were other settlers that could have made it if we, you know, somehow could have made this work for everybody. Yeah, Dan's Nader though over on YouTube, like I said, that's an old buddy of mine. It's good to see you, dude. Hope you're doing well. And I don't know if you've been playing any cool games lately, but this one's a very good one. I know this one came out pretty recently. Came out, I want to say like, maybe 2 weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago. I noticed that path over there, but of course I can't climb up to it, or climb up from the ground there up to it. Looks like it does eventually wrap around. If I check the map, yeah, we haven't been there yet. Entrance to something though. Indeed, arena. Oh, we have a rest stop. Whenever you see a flag like this with the little vapors emanating off it, always means it is a guaranteed rest stop. It's like a here in the United States, we get the on the highway, on the interstates, you get little rest stops sometimes, especially in the Midwest.
Someone was here some time ago.
Take some extra supplies. And we can light a fire.
Take heart indeed.
Maybe they're still out there somewhere.
Kate
Maybe.
N. Do I remember a Kate person? The name doesn't ring a bell. Doing some Mario Wonder, says Dan's Knitter. Hell yeah, bud. I've yet to play it. I know, of course I remember, I have fond memories of us playing Mario. Yeah, playing Mario, we all got to visit that one time. Yeah, I've yet to play Mario Wonder myself, but I've watched some people play it. The game looks extraordinary. I mean, the game looks so freaking cool. Another thing to inspect here. Can I light the fire? Oh, the fire's right here. Here we go. I'm gonna go and light the fire, and I'm gonna go ahead and do some leveling up of things. Although, I don't know if we have much to level up right now, because we haven't gotten a lot of new resources. I'll still look, though. Oh, the gun, though. We got... Well, no, we already leveled up the gun as well. Oh, well, I'll still do it. I'll still heckin' do it. Oh, I didn't mean to actually use it. I just wanted to see... I didn't actually want to use the healing item. I just want to see how many charges we had. I'll hold off on that for now. I'll check the inventory. But yeah, anyway, yeah, I've heard Mario Wonder is very good. Yeah, I need to pick it up at some point because it looks extremely cool. So we haven't gotten any more Scourge accretions. Oh, right, that was something that came up. That was something that came up last time. We learned that what we're chasing is likely a Scourge, which is something we've yet to encounter. Apparently, they're exceedingly rare in the ghost hunting world, but can be particularly dangerous. So, you know, there's an in-game kind of lore explanation for what a Scourge is. This will be our first time getting to tangle with one in-game, obviously, but it makes me think there's more where that came from. So we have nothing really to level up right now, I don't think. It's all the things that we need to level up our gear are things we really don't have. Except this amulet. We don't have any wool, but we have nest silt. So we could start buying some wool next opportunity we have, but I don't know. I'm in no rush. Same with this guy here. We need to find more of those caps. Caps agaric. So yeah, really nothing to level there. We have some level up points to spend if we so chose. And I do indeed so choose. So we could say after the third punch to do a really badass uppercut. Shoryuken! Or we can do this one. Banish points increased. The maximum deduction charge. Let's go for this one. So I need to know 3 light attacks and then switch to Antea. She'll do a badass uppercut, which knocks the shit out of them. Look at that, actually knocks them down. Makes them extremely vulnerable. Cool. Oops. There we go. Alright, so I'm not going to rest because it will replenish enemies, which I don't necessarily want to do right now. Well, not that I don't even think we're going to be backtracking. I guess resting is fine. Because again, it causes enemies to respawn. It's kind of like in Dark Souls, you know, it respawns enemies, but you get all your charges back. But we're not really backtracking right now. We're kind of plunging ahead with this main area we're exploring right now.
This is worse than a army grub. I'm not even hungry.
That makes one of us.
How is it? The hunger.
It eats at me. Like a meal that does not fill you up. I never understood how you could eat in the mornings.
I never understood how you could get about your day on an empty stomach.
You sound like my mother. She'd sit me at the table until I'd finished my plate. I'd let the flies have it before I'd give in.
Can't he possibly imagine you being stubborn?
If my mother could see me now.
I really like these little sequences. Like, you know, they don't... Do they add much? Story-wise, no, but... I don't know, I think they're very sweet together. I like those little... You get little glimpses into, like, their relationship. I think it's sweet. So anyway, what was it? It was... 1, 2, 3... Oh, I think his hand glowed. Punch! There it is. So it's like you have to remember. Is it right before? I think I'm like beginning the fourth attack. There it goes, yeah. So if I want to use that with purpose. Yeah. So the tricky thing is that, did it say after the third attack or before the third attack? Oh, he's swinging with the torch. Okay, the torch is the second attack. I hadn't put that together. 2, 3. There we go. Okay. I thought the spin was the second attack. Okay, that makes more sense. So what's this then? Take a look.
Paper.
It's in a book.
Half burned.
C Newsmith. Oh, the Newsmith. Well, Thickskin is one of the Newsmiths. Who's the other one? I can't remember her name, but yeah, it's Thickskin's sister. Catherine, was that her name? I guess. Or maybe Thickskin's name is like her real name might be Catherine. The hand that pushed the thorn into my heart cannot be the hand that plucks it. 7 years dead and the thorn still pricks. So a family member has passed and it's made her really sad, I guess. Or maybe it wasn't a family, maybe it was a romantic interest, a lover. Love is grace and bravery, and I had neither. It was wrong of you to love me when I merit only scorn. Oh, a lady. Deborah. The second group won't come, and this diary is a hollow song to the hopes of a fool. I can dally no longer. I'll write no more, and the thorn is not removed. This cave was my shelter for a time, now let it be the graveyard of my feelings. To the fire with it all. So Kate. Kate wrote this. There's a Kate. Oh, okay, short for Catherine. Okay. And yeah, I'm trying to remember. Catherine isn't the name.
It says here that Kate loved a woman named Deborah.
Oh, that is her name. Oh, okay.
Die. The younger Newsmith has a low opinion of herself.
Hence the wish to be tough, like her sister.
Got some. Well, let's see. There was one other case of it, right? Yeah, one other person where there was mention. There was mention of some rainbow flag. I'm trying to remember who it was, but I think you're right, Aleph. I think there was at least one other case. Let's go back to the haunting cases for the Newsmith sisters. So yeah, Kate is the younger one. Oh, maybe Deborah was part of that settlement group that didn't make it with Samuel, with Nicholas, and maybe that's why there's this rift between the two of them. Because yeah, it's clear that Kate is like very upset at Thickskin, like more than just like sibling rivalry, that kind of thing. Oh, but maybe it was that Kate herself didn't have the courage to help. Wants to be as tough as her. Okay, so maybe not. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's that she's beating herself up and she's like lashing at her as her sister, that kind of thing. Oh, the trappers. Right. Yeah. It's the kind of thing where I don't know if they came out and said it, like, you know, but there were like moments where Jacob was like, I killed the man I loved, or like, you know, I loved this man. Like, are we talking like, we're talking what kind of I mean, you know, there's lots of different kinds of love. There's lots of different ways to do it, but we're over here like, we're talking a little something. You catch my little nudge, hinted nudge. So, the camp lies close northwest. We await you there. So Kate left this note. She came out here, wrote this note in the wall in the cave, hoping to like to guide Deborah here, but Kate, this is her journal that it's so fascinating. She came all this way, I guess, saw evidence that Deborah wasn't here, and yeah, that's so sad. Well, let's continue, unless there's any ghostly things. I don't think that there are. Yeah, historians will say they were really good friends. They were roommates.
Do you wish to go back? Home?
We go where our work takes us. That's our home now.
Priorities, right? What's this? Another journal to read. Let it be known that we rarely ever, like, take journals or notes or envelopes with us unless they're addressed to us. We'll read them, but we won't, like, keep them forever. So I appreciate, you know, we're willing to eavesdrop and read someone else's stuff, but maybe not make away with their property, although we will loot their leather supplies and their spare change. But notes and letters and books, no, it's too pure. So of course this was the 1600s, so Puritans very much was the flavor of the time. Take that, thank you very much. Not that there's anything wrong with that. You know, it was a different time, obviously. And the cave exits out this way.
And yet home turns up around every corner.
How so?
My parents' house stood near the sugar mills before the fire took it. Would they even know me? Would I know them?
We could go back, you know. After this, we could go to Cuba together.
First, let's face what lurks in the forest.
One step at a time, Broseph. Let's not count our chickens before they hatch. Oh, by the way, I should reload. Oh, I guess we already did reload. So no, we reload automatically. Alright, so this is a fairly open area. It makes me wonder if the beast is going to make his or her presence known fairly soon. As we're going to, whenever the beast appears, we're going to be fighting him or her in some kind of arena, obviously. So I'm keeping my eyes peeled. So, little cave area with... Oh, it's just a... It's reflective. Or not reflective, but yeah, just a shadow. Kind of a shadow thing. Shadow arrangement. Here's where this goes, but that main opening is probably the main direction to be going. Some fungus. And I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is the main path. Well, in that case, you know, my mantra when I play games like this is that I love going the wrong way first. I love mapping things out, so I know exactly where each path leads, how each path ends, and also which path leads to, like, main quest progress. I love doing side quests, I love exploring side paths, I love, you know, getting a full breadth. That we call that a breadth first search operation. Yo, here we go. Big fucking stompy boys. So this is not a broken bridge. I can jump back up if need be. But this is definitely hearkening a direction. Antea thinks the same thing.
Tracks. Our quarry came this way.
First, a couple things over here. That arrangement seemed almost like, is it like a fake door? No. If this was a Legend of Zelda game, I would place a bomb right on this spot right here, because that wall almost looks like, I don't know, a little too convenient. Oh, one of you guys. Once again, we know this guy is... Oh, let's do the cool new thing. 1, 2, 3. Punch! Oh, yeah. Broke through his defenses. Punch! Oh, it's so fucking cool. I love it. Who's throwing these little balls at me? I'm really digging that uppercut move. That's really fun. And knocks the shit out of these bad guys, and you love to see it. Now, what's this thing? Oh, is this increase our health? We saw one of these for red not too long ago, an altar.
I feel swelled with life.
That's exactly what it is.
Isn't it?
Some more spirit health. And a book. Good stuff. Hey, what's up, Ryan? Another buddy. Another IRL buddy. Good to see you, my man. We're playing a really cool new game. This game came out a couple weeks ago, and I scored a review copy for it. It's really good. I'm liking it so far. We're playing the equivalent of a Ghostbuster. We're basically a husband-wife Ghostbuster duo from the 1600s. So it's a Revolutionary War version of Ghostbusters. That is the best summary I could put it. I could like use to describe it. And we're like solving mysteries. It's like Ghostbusters and Scooby-Doo. We're solving mysteries. Minor issue, our waifu is actually dead, but she's like helping us out from the spirit realm. So we're Ghostbusters, but we're also ghost lovers, ghost sympathizers. You son of a bitch! I'm in. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm liking it a lot so far. I think we're nearing the end of the first act of the game, so there's a decent bit left. So let's see. So Charles Davenport, that was the guy we met at the beginning of the game. He was the guy that like trained us. They called this line of work as being a, wait for the title drop, Banishers. They're called Banishers. So yeah, Charles Davenport was the Banisher that trained our peeps. And yeah, and he was a pastor in addition to being a Ghostbuster, ghost hunter, what have you. Yeah, a Banisher does not come to the dead as a judge. Yeah, protector of the blessed herd, he says. Yeah, it's like you're doing a good for mankind, basically. By helping the dead, you know, resolve to the spirit realm, sometimes forcibly. Giving a lost soul his path. Because yeah, you're like sending a ghost or a spirit that's haunting people, you're sending it to rest into the spirit realm and to not be bothering people in meat space. Sparkle of the eternal heavens in their eyes as they left. Yes, okay. So yeah, and again, this guy was religious. So the fact that he, you know, sees kind of a religious, you know, positivity aspect to it, you know, makes sense for his character, obviously. We got 8-Bit Llama in the house. What's up, buddy? Yeah. This game is very good, and yes, I would very much recommend if you want to play this game. I would, you know, I'm happy to have people here, but I would say if you wish to avoid spoilers, you know, no shame if you need to hop out, because this game is very good and is worth experiencing for sure. We got White Flare in the house. What's up, bud? What's up, Did You Poop? Are you a ghost murderer? I mean, the good news is, yes, we're banishing. Well, sometimes if you're forcibly sending a ghost out, you know, into the spirit realm, out of, you know, meat space and into the spirit realm, you're banishing them. If they willingly leave, you're ascending them. Now, it's funny you say that, Did You Poop, because there's a third mystery option that Banishers can do. If you determine that because a Banisher's main job, yes, ghost busting is part of it. Really, the main job, though, is to end... We have a kitty cat, by the way. Hello, Shanna. Their main job is to conclude hauntings. You know, the reason somebody hires a Banisher is because they suspect they're being haunted by a ghost, basically. And in so much of the case in this game, at least so far, somebody hires a banisher, and when someone arrives, when the banisher arrives, they're like, oh, yo, John Banisher, man, I'm so glad you're here. Listen, I think I'm getting haunted. Now, for no reason at all, my husband died 2 weeks ago under mysterious circumstances, and you know, my new boyfriend and I are so happy right now, but for some reason, you know, I started getting haunted 2 weeks ago. I wonder if there's any correlation. Anyway, I need you to resolve this ghost hunting thing. So, you know, we all know where this is going, right? So we do our investigation. We find out that, oh, the new boy toy was the guy that murdered her husband. And you're faced with a choice. You're faced with a choice where you can... I'm going to go back so we can check out the other paths, by the way. As the Banisher, you're faced with a couple choices. The first choice is the Ascension, like I said, where you convince the ghost to leave willingly. You basically say to them, like in this hypothetical I just described, you would say like, listen, I'm sorry your ex-wife's new boyfriend killed you, but recognize that, you know, they're happy now, and, you know, you lived a good life, and the spirit realm has a lot for you, so, you know, things are okay, and everyone's gonna be fine. You know, if you wish to go to spirit realm, we'll help you along, and we ascend them to the spirit realm. There's the banishment option, where maybe the ghost is angry and they don't want to leave, and we say, too fucking bad, I'm being paid to resolve this haunting, you're getting the fuck out of here, man. You're the bouncer forcing them out of the bar of real life into the spirit realm onto the streets. Then there's the third option, which is called judgment. And that's when you cast judgment on the person that wronged the ghost, and you kill them. You kill the person that they're haunting, that is. And that also resolves the haunting. If the person's dead, they can't haunt anybody, so the ghost haunting is resolved. So we could just kill the boyfriend, you know, or kill the wife even if we wanted to. So, and that is so much of this game's Shane is being a little sweetie. That is so much of this game's storytelling. Is we gather evidence, we investigate why is this haunting happening, who died, under what circumstances did they die, are there hurt feelings, is there still unfinished business that has not been solidified. And we are usually left with a choice of how do we end this haunting. To further complicate things, again, our ghost wife is dead. We were both banishers. She got killed by a renegade, extremely powerful ghost in the beginning of the game. And we're trying to bring her back.
From the
Now,
invisible.
you really can't bring people back from the dead. That's not a thing you can do in real life, except these two are banishers, and there's apparently a forbidden, extremely taboo banisher ritual that has not been attempted in multiple decades that, if done successfully, brings somebody back from the dead. The downside is that the only way you can perform that ritual is if you take several lives. So we have an ulterior motive to kill people, because as we're killing people, we're ranking up souls we can feed our ghost wife to make her whole again. So it is an interesting and ethically dubious situation we've found ourselves in, but it's all very good. Judge Jamal, that is exactly what we've been doing so far, Did You Boop? We have been judging everybody. We've killed every time we've had an opportunity to kill. And I felt bad about it. The first time wasn't so bad because the person wanted to die. The first guy, mild spoilers. Actually, I'll do this. If you want to play this game, mute your microphone now. I'll wave my hands when I'm done talking about spoilers. So here we go. Spoilers in 3, 2, 1. The first haunting case. You find a dude is by himself in a cabin. He's clearly sort of insane. And he's talking about how, oh, his best friend will be back any day now. Any day now, his best friend left, and he'll be back. He'll be back any day, and he can't wait for you to meet him. He's like, oh yeah, he'll be here any day, and he's eating some food that seems to be of like dubious quality. But it's like, huh, whatever. This guy's a little bit odd. Maybe he's just eccentric, whatevs. And then you find his best friend's dead body. And you go, ooh, that's not good. Then you find evidence of a scuffle. You go, oh, that's not good either. Then you find his arm has been gnawed off. And then you go, wait a second. Why was his arm filleted? And now, wait a second. What meat was that guy eating? Oh, no, hold on. That looks a lot like... Oh, God. Then you realize he killed his best friend and tried to eat him because they had been stranded in the woods for so long. The hunger had driven him insane. By the time we present him with our evidence that we found and we force him to reckon with what he has done, he wanted to die. He was like, listen, I killed my best friend. I ate him. That's fucked up. Take me. I'm fucked. So that was an easy judgment. I'm done. Wait, I'm done spoiling. No more spoilers. That was an easy judgment. You know, there was no sadness in that one because I was like, oh yeah, this dude fucked up. But some of the other ones, the woman that had her husband killed in self-defense because she was genuinely afraid for her safety, I didn't feel good about that one. That one was like, listen, you technically committed murder. You know, you did kill this man and he's pretty mad about it. And he was no angel. He was a fucked up guy. Did he deserve to die? Probably not. Homeboy fucked up, but, you know, just because he's a terrible person doesn't mean he deserves to die. So, but still, it's like, oh, that was a rough one. Is it a lightsaber? It's a torch. Although it does look like a lightsaber, doesn't it? Yeah, it's just a torch, sadly. I wish it was a lightsaber. Is your wife technically haunting you? Yes. That's the other thing, is that it's still early on in the game right now, but we've heard that like we had that one cutscene earlier where our guy was kind of asking her, like, how's the hunger? Is it like making you sad? Like, you know, how is it feel weird? Like being hungry all the time, hungry for, like, as a ghost, for like the spirits of mortals, like the spirit energy of mortals, basically. And she was like, yes. She was like, there's ever-present hunger to, like, try to feed off of the energy of mortals. And she's, like, holding off on it, but it's almost like a vampiric urge. Because as a ghost is in the meat space and is following a human around, they will inevitably start to kind of drain away their sanity. So that's the calling card, or not calling card, but that's, like, the symptom that you're experiencing a haunting. If you're, like, having fucked up dreams, you feel your sanity slipping for no apparent reason, and everything just feels off. Like, that's what they're saying, like, oh yeah, you're probably being haunted by some spirit. In our case, we are consenting to being haunted. You know, we want our ghost wife with us. It's still pretty early on in the game, but there is evidence to suggest that her presence will eventually start to erode at our character. So, all the more reason that we need to exact revenge on the spirit that killed her, and resolve her situation sooner, and either ascend her, or resurrect her, or banish her. You know, have some kind of way to wrap this puppy up when the time comes. Because, yeah, because you're right, Aleph, because she herself was a banisher when she was alive, it means that she has, like, she has a lot of self-awareness. You know, a ghost, when they're a ghost, they don't necessarily know that what they're doing is bad. And they don't know about, like, the hunger urges. Ooh, that's not good, by the way. They don't know that the hunger urges that they're experiencing are harmful. You know, she has, as a banisher, she knows all that there is to know about ghosts and specters and spirits and all that shit. Curious about all this blood. So yeah, she has that self-awareness and is, you know, a little bit more prompted, more primed to be able to handle the situation more than others. But still, she said she said herself, the hunger is impossible to sate. She says it's like a meal that never satisfies. So she can only hold it for so long. Like I said, all the more reason for us to get to business. A shallow grave. And blood leading from the grave, or maybe to the grave. It's not 100% sure. I was kind of hoping there'd be... Oh, wait, maybe if I go into spirit mode. Nothing? Very mysterious. Why did he want to eat him? Oh, the thing I was talking about earlier, because they were starving. They were trapped in the woods, and they'd gotten lost, and they'd been there for months and months and months. Have you ever met someone who came back to life? To my knowledge, no, but I guess it's not something they would readily advertise. I mean, you know, I've got a couple buds who were, you know, maybe a little bit weird sometimes, you know, maybe a little bit socially awkward. Is it because they're just a little weird? Just kind of, you know, weird nerds? Or is it because they secretly left this mortal plane for, you know, a couple days, maybe a few weeks, and, you know, that time away from the mortal realm irrevocably altered their soul and tainted their spirit in a way that you can never quite identify, but you can always kind of sense? Hard to say. Hard to say. Lethargy and nightmares. Well, I think the like losing of their sanity is what is like the main thing. Like where they could tell that something was fucking with them. Like something was toying with their grip on reality. Meat Space as this is the sequel to Dead Space. I can't remember where I first heard the term Meat Space. I think it's cyberpunk. I think that's a cyberpunk term, or maybe Shadowrun. One of those sci-fi universes where meat space is the opposite of like virtual reality space, cyberspace, what have you. What's up, one-legged duck? Good to see you, buddy. That's extremely powerful. And also, yeah, I was gonna say Ryan. Also, yeah, we're all on the same wavelength here. Let's go ahead. It's gonna be a combat challenge. These are usually, you know, more focused on just fighting some shit. Not much story stuff, but you get to fight some things, which is kind of cool. The combat in this game is all right. It's not the bestest, but it's not the worstest. We will manifest these spirits.
Ask for help if you need it.
He's gonna be dodging around. Gonna say there's other things coming at me. Ouch. I'll do the cool new attack we got. Punch! Can I go and banish him? Didn't do much damage. Oh, look how little damage this guy's taken. No, I didn't want to... I actually want to hit the other guy. That's fine, though. As long as I'm slapping someone around. Oh, he's getting his health back. I just noticed. Ouch.
Try another one.
Oh, I think I see what's going on. He's being shielded. That's what this other guy's doing. Ouch. I'm trying to... I don't want to dodge into him. That's why he's getting healed and why he's getting protected. He's got this brosif getting on his ass.
You're wasting your time on this one.
I know. I'm trying to focus this guy. Punch him in the butt. That did kill him. Your funeral. It's a funeral for a ghost, though. How does a ghost have a funeral when they are already dead? Oof. I'm gonna do the uppercut one again. Here we go.
Never mind.
Oops.
Do this myself.
Punch! There we go. Knock his ass out. Well, not really out, but just knock him down temporarily. This guy is a fucking tank. My god, he's got a lot of health. He's not doing a lot for damage. Oof. Oh, Shana, you're a very good kitty cat, but your claws dig very deep.
Great! More fun.
Whenever she jumps up and she's like latching on, it's like, oh my god, it hurts. Oh, it interrupted the cool attack. Oh shit, I'm stuck. There we go. Man, this guy is insistent. He insists upon itself. Oh god. Can I heal? There we go. Everything has so much health. Why are you so healthy? Fucking ate your Wheaties this morning, didn't you? Goddamn. Fuck you! Punch! Now we got Ghost Lady charged up, and her ghost punches are extra good against these specters. Ouch.
Reinforcements!
A little bit hard to tell sometimes when he's getting ready to attack. Oof.
Oh, they do look annoying.
One less to worry about.
Oof. Punch! There we go. That's what I was looking for. Waiting for my opening. Oops. Oh, shit. That was awkward timing. Oh god. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh god. These guys keep getting like sudden bursts of energy. There we go. It's like I think I've got him on the ropes, and then suddenly they can power through my attacks. All right, I got to do the big punch. Still wasn't enough. My god. Oof. This guy is like, I think as his health is getting lower, he's getting more desperate. It's like getting more energy. Oh man, yeah, that's the thing too. He's able to interrupt my combos.
Look to me.
There we go. Whew, that was a tough one. That was a really tough one. I wonder if I wasn't supposed to do that one yet. If I like did that one too early, because man, he had a lot of health. But that's the thing. Instead of like a bunch of smaller fellows like those fights usually are, it was just one big boy. One big fella. Yeah. Anyway, I've got a Shayna cat. She does this thing where she'll jump into my lap and be like, I want cuddles. And then I'll give her attention. And then she'll be like, no, I don't want attention. Then she'll jump down. And then 5 minutes later, and she'll go upstairs. And then 5 minutes later, she'll come back down. And she'll be like, hey, you're not giving me attention. What the fuck? I'll be like, I was just giving you attention. Then she's like, no, doesn't count. Give me attention now. She sometimes flim-flams back and forth a little bit. Just a little bit. So we got some resources for our trouble, and we leveled up our attributes for doing that little fight. Is there anything else out here? Yes, there is a thingy over here, although I can't actually climb up this way. We have to cast a rope down from that place. So I can't climb up there without being on that ledge and tossing a rope down. So that's kind of a that's a shortcut that will only be available later on. Yeah, punching ghosts. Yeah. So well, that's the thing. It's weird because, well, I guess it's not weird because it's not that this guy has just regular weapons. He has like a sword. It's a little bit hard to tell, but his swords have like special runes on them. A little bit hard to tell from that angle, and I can't really rotate. But like his weapons, both of the weapons are specialized to do damage to ghosts, specifically to ghosts. But specters are different. Specters are when a spirit or when a ghost possesses a dead body. So it's basically a zombie. And zombies, you can hurt them with the swords and like the ghost equipment, but they're more susceptible to ghost punches. I don't quite know why. Although, you know what? Thinking about it rationally, Brian, you're a Dungeons and Dragons guy. You know that zombies are particularly susceptible to slash damage. You know, not piercing, not bludgeoning, and probably not punching, but slash damage. So, you know, I guess that part kind of makes sense. Maybe we're assuming that the punches are because we've ranked into monk, and monk punches are, of course, you know, extra good at getting past damage reduction, that kind of thing. So it all comes back to Dungeons and Dragons, is kind of what I'm getting at. Let's see this way. We never actually got to explore this. I bet there's gonna be more bad guys. Oh my fucking god, except this one's not nearly as spicy. Oh shit. Oh, there's one right there. Oof. Oh, I've got myself. I put baby in a corner. Oh god. Now the one thing, if there's any Dark Souls fans in the audience, you might recognize this game is no Dark Souls. Because in Dark Souls, one of its defining features is that you have limited endurance. There is none of that in this game. You can keep swinging forever. You can just keep swinging. Like look at this. As I swing my sword around, there's no bars on the screen counting down. You can just keep swinging forever. No downside. You can keep dodging. No problemo. So, you know, there's limited healing items that restore, kind of like Estus flasks. There's parrying. With this, there we go. There's parrying, there's dodging, there's power attacks. There's things that are similar to Dark Souls, but the fact that there's no stamina balancing means it's quite different. Now, the one thing is that there is the ghost meter in the bottom left, which does tick down slowly over time when there is bad guys on the screen. But you replenish it pretty quickly by doing regular attacks with red. So there is some aspect of stamina and endurance management, but just not to the level of Dark Souls. So this game is definitely not a proper Souls-like necessarily. Slash damage, also from the guitars from Guns N' Roses. There you go. Monks are spiritual. There you go. That makes sense too. And enemies have a lot of stagger. Yes, and also like we were seeing in that, and not so much in the fight we just did, but the big fight that I was kind of struggling with earlier. Those guys had a very good way to kind of punch through the attacks we were doing, like the combos we were doing. They were still taking damage, obviously, but they were more easily able to kind of cut through the noise and like punch through our attacks, that is. So we couldn't just stun lock them. They were able to break the hit stuns pretty well. I think I need to go back because I don't think there was anything else in this area. I'm glad we knocked out a couple things and got a couple of nifty resources and leveled up our gear a bit, or leveled up our stats with that combat challenge. But all that's left, I do believe, is to go where we suspect the big guy is going to be. That I think is going to be back this way. So we even said this over this way. We saw the big tracks. We saw the big stompy boys. Our prey went this way. Now, out of curiosity, I wonder if I should rest. Oh wait, no, it actually recharged our healing. Never mind. I forget whenever you complete one of those combat challenges, you get the health restored automatically. So here's the river again. Oh, snap. Oh, this is the bridge. Okay. This is very good. This is very, very good because there's a treasure map I've been uncertain about. I could not figure out where that second bridge was. This is that second bridge. Not this one. This one. Keep cleaning. Just to go through a bunch of stuff. Yeah, Aleph. No, I understand, man. I understand. That's a pain in the ass. It's a necessary pain in the ass, but it is a pain in the ass no less. Yeah, that shit is exhausting. We were. Except, never mind. I got all excited. I thought maybe this was it. There was a bridge, but that was a different water feature. That was a different map for a different water feature. So, yeah, so I'm still uncertain about this one. This does not answer my question. Yeah, this is the one. We already resolved that one. We have this one, and then the other one is the mysterious cache that has a riddle associated. Well, I'm still keeping that one in mind. It says near a water course. Here's the thing. There's a building. There's a building and then like a little wooden dock area, but it's next to a waterfall. There's a building and there's a wooden dock. There's a there's a log bridge, but I wouldn't call that a waterfall. Unless the water was higher previously, which I guess is possible. I think it's something else because we looked everywhere around there. We couldn't find anything relative to the spot on the map that caught our eye. So I don't think that's it. I think it's something else, but it's something I'm keeping my eye out for. Every time we see that river and I see a building near it, I get excited, but I have a feeling there's more to that map that meets the eye. Just gotta keep our eyes peeled. Because yes, we want the tasty, tasty loots. For surezies. Other things I like are situations like this. Just blast that. I can get those loots. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Yeah, what you're describing though, Aleph, that's something that I could probably stand to do pretty soon myself. You know, do a bit of spring cleaning, as it were. Go through stuff, determine what should be kept, what should be donated or recycled, you know, that kind of stuff. Actually, I'm surprised that worked. I wasn't sure that was going to connect. Oh, he's trying to oh, crap. I didn't notice him until it was too late. Yeah, he was trying to possess a fella, and he succeeded. Oh, he's got a gun. Oh, shit. forgot that ghosts can have or not ghosts, but specters can have guns. Ghost guns. They shoot ghost bullets apparently. Some boxes. Yeah. Takes up. Yeah, it's good. It's good for the soul to just like go through that kind of stuff from time to time and just take an honest look. Is this something I'm ever gonna use? Is this something I give a damn about, or am I just taking it with me from move to move? And you know, some things it's like, oh, I can't bear to part with it, but others it's like, you know what? You know, let's get her done. It's time. So it's good to just kind of. I see that those kinds of moments as like this is like a touch point. You know, a touch point on do I still want this thing, or do I want to keep holding on to this thing? And yeah, sometimes the answer is get it the heck out of here. Get it out of Dodge.
Couldn't have a working bridge now, could we?
All right, so this bridge is out, sure enough, but we do have a jump opportunity, and as well as one down here. So I'm gonna jump up there in a second, but I want to explore down here first. A ghost with a gun. Yes. Yes, it's the ghost of Smith and what? Yeah, they've come back. They wanna earn some ghost bucks, so they've decided to start manufacturing ghost guns that fire ghost bullets. Now, we were talking earlier, how does one kill a ghost? Where do they go when a ghost has been killed? What if a ghost has been shot and is murdered? And what happens to the ghost that commits said murder? Does the ghost get to go to ghost jail for the rest of their ghost life that presumably does not end? Is that what hell is? I have no answers. Only more questions. I can move with just 3. That's kind of the ideal state, is to eventually end up in a position where, yeah, it's not quite as... It's like you can if you had to move unexpectedly, it wouldn't be a huge ordeal. Like in my case, it'd be a little tricky because I've got a pretty good collection of video games and video game consoles and music. I have a pretty good collection of physical media. So, you know, in someone like my case, you know, I recognize I'd have a not small number of worldly possessions. None of them are particularly expensive, obviously, but just, you know, I have stuff I've accrued over the years. But yeah, it's kind of the ideal case, though, of being, like, able to kind of move and pack lightly is a very tempting one. Or a very, maybe not tempting, but one that has appeal for sure.
You shouldn't stay in there.
That was much quicker, obviously. That was just a random little mini combat. Don't want to ever move it. Honestly, Ryan, that is exactly how I feel, man. And that's exactly how I feel. Because Grace and I moved in together. You know, I moved into our house. Previously, it was just her house, but now it's our house in the middle of our street. With 2 cats in the yard. Life used to be so hard. Sorry, all these stupid references. Yeah, we did that, or I did that move, obviously, and it was a lot, and it was a huge pain in the ass, and it's expensive, and it's exhausting. And yeah, I'm in no hurry to do it ever again. I know people that they like, you know, shopping on Zillow, or maybe not shopping, but like looking around, window shopping, whatever you want to call it, on Zillow. It's fun for them. It's fun for them looking at houses, going to open houses, just for fun, and inevitably they find themselves in a situation where they see something they love, and they go, you know what, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and move. I'm gonna buy this place, you know, trade up, or maybe go for a fixer-upper that has some projects that need to be done, but I like projects. There's psychopaths out there that like that kind of thing. And, you know, they like moving every couple years. They like a change of scenery. And I'm over here like, fuck that. I never want to move again. I want to live here. I want to die here. I am set. So yeah, Ryan, I could not agree more. And, you know, Ryan, I don't know if you've ever had this kind of situation. You know, you're a happily married man. You know how it is. Like, you know, sometimes there's different perspectives. And Grace and I were talking not too long ago. She was like, it's kind of fun, the idea of like, kind of a pipe dream of like, what, you know, my oldest brother, him and his family moved to Ireland a couple years ago, and they love it out there. And, you know, we see the pictures they post on social media, the stuff they share with us. I mean, it looks wonderful out there. You know, living somewhere in Europe sounds very appealing. And, you know, every once in a while, Gracie will be like, you know, we could probably manage that. You know, we could probably you know, sell the house. You know, we don't have a lot of money, obviously, but like, you know, there's probably a way to make it work. It works for my brother and his family. Why not us? And you know what? On the one hand, there's a whole world out there. You know, why limit it to a myopic, limited worldview of like, you know, I only want to be in one place forever. But at the same time, I just moved here a year ago. Like, like, you know, in a couple years, maybe. In a couple years, but I told her, it's like, you know, if you were dead set and really wanted to make this happen, I'd go along with it. But just know that I really don't want to do this anytime remotely soon. It's just, it's too soon. But, you know, there's the seed has been planted, you know, it's there. It's there. To clean up after, yes, I've heard about that, how cats will eat, allegedly will begin feasting upon your corpse.
I'm on it.
If you pass away within their living stead. Get new furniture, appliances, yeah. Get your PC, yeah, the essentials. I respect that, man, I respect that, yeah. Some bookshelves, maybe. Yeah, if you're not much for, like I said, like, a collection of physical video games or game consoles and controllers and all that shit. If that kind of thing doesn't really interest you, or like I said, physical media from movies or music, if you're over here like, listen, I got my hard drive, that's all I need, then, you know, by all means, that's perfectly reasonable. Perfectly reasonable.
Not quite.
Whew. Now, actually, I was wondering if I could... Oh, I guess I could just go around to the other side, because there was a couple jump points. There was that one, and then there was one on this side, too. Seemed like it didn't really matter which one we chose. But yeah, if you're kind of the opinion where, you know, I could take or leave that kind of thing, then it makes sense to kind of, to go without. Which one of us is gonna die first? Well, I mean, that's the thing too. I've got a little bit over 4 years on Gracie. She just turned 30. I'm 34. So, I'm the elder statesman of this relationship, of this marriage, even. So, and I think statistically, fellas have a shorter average lifespan of the ladies. So, you know, it is not like a done and set deal, but there's a fairly significant likelihood. We'll just say. Hardware, media, exactly, yeah. Got maybe a few consoles. Yeah. The whole thing about GameStop being like, hey man, here's a collection of 50 games and 4 consoles I want to sell. And they'll be like, best I can do is $12. Of in-store credit, even. Punch!
Great! More fun.
You want to block my shit? Too bad for you. Oh, except you didn't interrupt me. That made me very, very sad.
Die, you bastard!
Punch! Fucking knocked his ass out. Mama said knock you out, motherfucker. It's a very satisfying move to pull off. Yeah, 3 years. Exactly. Lower lifespans. Yeah, that's basically what I've told Gracie. I was like, listen, the statistics are not on my side, and the reality of my mortal form is also not on my side. So I've made peace with this.
Something's concealed.
Something's concealed here, you say? Yeah, I can't just break in. You have to find some other way inside. There's something out back, maybe. Ooh, there is a way in. Oh, it turns out violence is the answer. PS2 Dreamcast. Oh, man, $50. Homeboy, you could have sold that shit on eBay and made a killing. Yeah, that is unfortunate. I'm sorry they stiffed you, but it's also not surprising. Look at this. There's like... Oh, I was going to say, is it fresh food? Actually, the apples look kind of moldy. The bread looks questionable, I guess, but... Now, this looks like it's locked. I knew it.
Perhaps there's a key.
Perhaps there's a key indeed. Well, there was something obscured. Something was obscured here. What's this gonna be? On the nature of specters. Give me the forbidden intel. Yeah, the Dreamcast alone I'm 100% with Ryan. The Dreamcast alone is worth more than 50. And that is the console that can play Seaman so long as you have the controller microphone adapter. Worked for GameStop. Oh man, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry you got taken advantage of like that. But if it's any consolation, there's a very good chance that GameStop is. Well, I mean, people have been singing the demise of GameStop for like over a decade now. But the reality is that just not a ton of people, you know, go there on the regular. So I don't know if they're gonna go under anytime soon. Just because, you know, a lot of us remember the whole Wall Street hacks or Wall Street bets debacle that happened a couple years ago. But that was evidence that they actually have quite a lot of money they're sitting on. But in the grand scheme of things, I don't think they're prospering right now, at least. So we'll see if that comes back to bite. If that kind of preying upon people like that comes back to bite them. They fired him. Oh, well, there you go. Well, there you go. So I guess he got his, right? So this is addressed to a witch. Is this one of the witch's houses that we're in right now? Like a witch's shack? Because a witch, or at least a witch's underling, was the person responsible for rescuing us after we got knocked the fuck out from the fight with the nightmare and the prologue. Spirits of the dead, bound to this world, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, unresolved conflicts, that kind of thing. Spirits are unable or unwilling to ascend. They stick around. They might forget its reason to be. A ghost may lose its bond, but yet linger, and that can eventually manifest into being a specter. A ghost is the sum of a life now ended. They know who they were. That's what defines what they are right now. But a specter has no consciousness. They just exist and wish to harm others. Emotions turn away. A feeling that is ugly and raw and violent. They're usually angry. They're vengeful. They're jealous. They're hateful. It doesn't know who wronged it. It just wants to find things living and hurt it. Craving the warmth of the living, its hunger cannot be sated. Those cannot be quenched. Yeah. Always hungry, but not capable. Oh, and capable of love and fear, shame and anger. Interesting. But the specter lost its personality and has forgotten why. So this is, again, relevant to the conversation we were having earlier about our ghost waifu who feels that hunger. And right now, she's able to control it. Eventually, it will likely start to take her. I do not tell you to love them or forgive them. They are a danger, which they say the witches can protect. No mention of banishers, of course. Spectres forgot that it's alive. A spectre is not inhuman. It is a tragedy, and it must be respected, but resolved. Yeah, lots of yeah. There's a decent bit. I mean, the cutscenes are pretty nice and are usually pretty generous in how they're animated and their voice acting, that kind of thing. But yeah, a decent bit of reading. Not quite as much as like an Elder Scrolls game, obviously, but it's definitely there. Was there anything else around here? I guess our guy's hand isn't glowing right now, so that probably means we're pretty sad. As far as a smoldering embers. So we came from that way or this way. I guess I can't remember which one. Oh, another one of these. Mind if I do? Some more goods. So I can't jump up there. That is a one-way street. Something down here. Oh, this is the bridge. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is the bridge that, you know, we couldn't cross earlier that we have now, with the greatest of ease, managed to cross.
Perhaps the trail leads to the second group.
For good or for ill, it must.
Yeah, a little scarf tied around this post. Evidence of human presence. Also, we did get a key just now. Awfully convenient that it would just happen to be there, not too far from the oh, some mousies. Often not a good side, not a good sign, that is. There we go. Abandoned belongings. We get new battle gear. That's exciting. It's also rank 2. So somehow wearing this, by virtue of wearing this gear, we have significantly less strength and less health and less physical resistance, but we have better dexterity, so we shoot better, I guess. Do more damage with guns. Rifle damage increased up to 50% at long range. So if we're doing exclusively range damage, then that ranger gear is great. Otherwise, though, it might not be worth it. Y'all ever just put on a new shirt and you think to yourself, holy fuck, I feel so weak and so unhealthy when I wear this shirt. But man, if I have to shoot a motherfucker, that motherfucker's going down. Who here amongst us has not had that happen to them? It's, you know, that's a pretty common thing, I think, to have happen in real life. You think to yourself, man, this thing makes me feel so physically weak, but man, I could just blast a motherfucker down with zero hesitation. I think this is the path we had not yet explored.
Red. The lost settlers, or what the beast has left of.
So that was their caravan.
God. They didn't stand a chance.
There is no god here.
Unsurprisingly, the settlers didn't make it. I mean, none of us saw this. None of us didn't see this coming. Because that's the thing. There was the one settlement group that has settled in the camp we were at earlier, but there was the second group that they just assumed had lost. They just assumed they didn't make it, and they were correct to assume the worst. Yeah, a shooting shit shirt. A designated shirt for shooting. That's just a fun thing to say. I invite everybody to say that along with me. I could keep going the main direction, or, you know, as I like to say, I love going the wrong direction. To see what kinds of things await in this incorrect direction. This incorrection, if you will. It sounds like I'm saying an incorrect erection. And let's be real, all erections are special and are correct in their own special way. Don't let anybody try to tell you that your erection is impure. Let your boner flag fly proud, friends. Have I been down here? This seems like... Huh. Okay, I'll bite. I'll go ahead and drop down. I was saying earlier there was a couple places we saw where there'd be like I'd see a place like this and be like, all right, that's a shortcut for later. Yeah, we've been here. That's an open chest. Yeah. Oh, this brings us here. Oh. Okay. And to be clear, yeah, I've been here before. I've been here before. Let me double check, make sure I'm not just losing my shit. Yeah. Yeah. We're good. Let's climb back up this bad boy. I'm glad we got that little side path enabled. Shortcut, even. Yo, shout out to this game, by the way. I'm almost afraid to mention it, because I worry that I incur the wrath of like, you know, bad luck by even invoking this. But shoutouts to this game for not crashing yet. Last time... Oh, okay, that's how you get up here. Cool. Yeah, last time we played this, a couple days ago even, the game was crashing a whole bunch until I had to close a couple applications down. I have not had to do so this time. And I don't think I've seen any patches go live for this game, so maybe I'm just lucky. It's unclear, but for whatever reason or another, this game has not crashed once, and I think that's pretty cool. But now that I've pointed it out, I'm inviting, I'm tempting fate here, and I don't pretend to be proud of that. Even part of the caravan, like, you know, some wheels, some barrels, some supplies, made it up this way. But yeah, here we go. Dead bodies, yeah, they didn't make it. Crawling with maggots. So if it was the beast that got to them, it wouldn't be terribly surprising. Get some supplies out of, I suppose. Speaking of the beast, is he gonna be here for us, waiting for us, that is? Or some ghostly ethereal residue out here. So there's definitely some kind of spirit connection we can make of some variety. But yeah, it's not terribly surprising. And there are wolves. This wolf got fucking stabbed to death. So I mean, if it was just the beast, which is unlikely, and we're seeing evidence that there was other things involved as well. A note. What's it say? Scribbled note. Yeah, New Edentown. That's right. So this was one of 2 settlements that left from New Edentown. New camp in the woods. Don't like walking here. It's cold. I'm hungry. Bag is heavy. Yeah. Camp could be a chance for us. Okay. This is written like it was from a child's perspective, or maybe like a teenager or something.
Those poor people. They'd done nothing wrong.
Even with a
He's not wrong, yeah.
the expedition was a gamble. Voices straining for release. The sound comes from those spectral webs.
And again, we saw that kind of memory from that involved Thickskin, where she was saying to like some people from the other group, like, we're gonna go ahead, here's the whistle, blow the whistle if you need help, but you know, this other group is faster, we should split off, and you know, that increases our overall chance of survival. She was kind of right, but at the same time it doomed that second group to be, you know, the slower group. They were lambs to the slaughter. An unsent letter to his brother. They left New Edentown, that's right, split into 2 groups. The first one being, yeah, Thickskin and Kate Newsmith. We don't know what Thickskin's real name is. Nicholas Dolan, rather, which was the specter of which we fought and vanquished earlier. Saved our children from the curse. Yeah. Started well enough until the rain befell us. Been walking for days. Air is heavier. I fear the thunderstorms. Wind is picked up and the sky, darkened by trees, is indiscernible. One of our comrades got hurt. Twisted her ankle. Oof. So times were desperate even before things got truly, truly fucked. None of this is surprising. Saddening, but not surprising. Anything else in the wreckage we can salvage or read? None particularly, but there is something. Oh, over here.
I feel something close.
A memory. Or a sound.
Please, stop.
Whistling.
Do you not like a tune?
I liked it when you started it. With mud and rain and overuse, the liking has worn thin.
Did you hear a growl?
Probably
like that.
your stomach, love.
And of course, here was the thing that growled.
Second group.
Let's hear what they have to say.
Hold on, we said that... Oh, wait, no. Well, we already read this, didn't we? That's the thing we read. Yeah. 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 We already read that one. So I guess they just said that because we were near it, but we've already read it. Was there another ghostly spot? Yes. A few even. A few ghostly spots.
It's close.
Trying to piece together what happened here.
I could eat an ox.
We just broke bread, Emily.
A crust of bread and rancid cheese makes not a meal, dear sister. Ho! Samuel! When's our next stop?
Quit griping and push your cart along. We'll get there when we get there.
So of course patience and temper or spirits were wearing thin. Everyone was hungry and starving, and that, like in that first one, you know, there was definitely some frustrations, but yeah, it's like they were like, I hear growling. Is that my stomach or is that something else?
And here I thought our love would always be, my dearest dear, how much you've wounded me.
I hate you.
Uh-oh.
Oh no! Ah! Ah! Michael! Ah!
We didn't hear specific, like, roarings of monsters or anything. Like a tree fell on or something.
Heavy weather, the wolves would have got them.
Oh, or maybe, yeah, maybe it was like a weather event, like the wind knocked something away. Hard to say.
Over here, something pulses.
Sure enough, there is something here. Hold on, before we do that, I did want to see if there's anything over this way. Oh, well, there is something, but I can't, of course, get up there just yet. Oh my, that's a lot of blood. That is a lot of blood. So, something fucked someone up, or someone's up right around here, and there's some ghostly business back that way. Past that way, rather. Personal belongings: silver mother's mirror, home, a family portrait, Bible, jacket, blanket, shoes, socks. Okay, so just a laundry list of sorts. A large wolf with a sickle driven into its stomach, so some shit went down here, obviously. Oh. Okay. Ah, okay, interesting. Corpse was obscured here. Another whistle. This was, yeah, the whistle given to the second expedition. We could probably use this to make a connection with the spirits. Or just listen, I suppose. Is that the person that had twisted his ankle?
We must rest and treat the wounded.
What's that gun?
We must find shelter. The cold night will kill us all.
Iris.
Fire will bring the wolves.
And so does that accursed whistle. The wolves are already here. Where is Nicholas with the help from Thickskin's camp? Where's our deliverance?
We'll sound the call once more. Thickskin will come. She swore on it.
The whistles only bring the wolves upon us.
Help will come. Help will come, I know it.
And how'd that work out? Yeah. Not surprising.
The Lord have mercy upon our souls.
The huntress has killed us. Rot in hell, Thickskin Newsmith! Rot in hell!
Not surprising. Saddening, but not surprising. We got DJ over on TikTok. What's up, bud? This game is very good. I'm really enjoying it. It's a very good story. Very compelling characters. The action's pretty cool. Like, the fighting's pretty cool. But this, like, the story is really where it's at for my money. Oof. Need to just kind of punch through my attacks like it was nothing. Oof. Trying to do the... Ooh, man. I'm trying to do the cool guy combo where I do this cool punchy thing, but they're like to interrupt me, don't they? Well, I did the combo, but I had nobody to attack, so I'm a little bit sad about it. That's more where that came from.
Watch out. Spectre position.
Get lost, won't you?
Oh, I couldn't interrupt him. That's okay. Oof. Actually, I'm gonna try that combo again. 1, 2, 3. Punch! Knocked him on his ass. Hell yeah. The big guy coming up behind me. Because once again, punches do extra damage to specters. Oh, that guy's got a gun. Oh, fuck. Don't like that. I'm trying to point at me aggressively with intent to cause harm. Not today, son. Whoops. Punch! Oh, knocked him on his ass. Which is indiscernible from his face.
These people were defenseless.
She lied to keep them safe.
She gambled.
She gambled. They lost.
She led with her head, not her heart. I won't condemn her for that.
Oh, we got there. We got there. But yeah, so we uncovered a bit more evidence. So, all right, so we're kind of piecing together. So Samuel and Nicholas were part of this kind of second expedition. Thickskin had told them to like told this expedition to split off, with Samuel and Nicholas leading the charge for this second settlement, and the Newsmith sisters leading the primary settlement. And at some point, she had given both Samuel and Nicholas whistles to summon them, to summon help if they need it. And at some point, things became desperate, and Nicholas went to go try to find this other settlement, try to find the Newsmith sisters, but got killed by wolves before doing so, and he was lost. Like nobody ever knew that he had died.
Something's here.
Hidden.
And all the while, the rest of this second settlement got stuck. There was nowhere for them to turn, and yeah, they tried blowing the whistles for help, and it just brought more wolves to their ruin. So, yeah, that's just how it all went down. And like, with their last breath, they cursed the Newsmith family.
Did you feel that?
It's close.
Saying like, Thickskin, you've doomed us all, basically. Not intending to, and kind of like our characters were saying here, like she took a gamble, by causing the party to split off. It was a gamble, and on the one hand, it did ensure the greater survival of part of the settlement, at least, because it meant that the quicker settlement group was able to keep going. But it meant that it basically doomed the slower group. With little hope for survival. Did she know that she was doing them, or did she truly believe that they could make it? It's hard to say. Presumably the choice probably weighs on her. I think the assumption here is that she doesn't feel great about it. Because we got to see Thickskin back at the base camp, and she was clearly agitated.
I found something.
Like, she was clearly, like, very, very anxious. And of course, Kate was, like, extremely frustrated and made it seem like she was feeling... Oh, hello. Like she was feeling inadequate for being like not as able to protect others. So like both of them are kind of handling this differently. This guy's trying to shoot shit at me. I'll shoot shit at him.
Die, you bastard!
Okay. There's something around here that involves ghost vision. That's yet to make itself known. Oh, wait, is it right over here? Yeah, I just missed it. Oh, that's just a rock. Never mind. It's not just a boulder, it's a rock. Pioneers used to ride these babies for miles. Here it is. Another vision. And it's not a good one. Not a good one. What do you hear with your special ears? Murder. And meat grindings.
Crushed bones and torn flesh.
Yeah, didn't go well for anybody. Oh, this was the cave-in. And on the other side is all the blood. All the blood. Yeah, it was either a horrible murder or a really fucked up orgy. Regardless of what was going down, it was a time. One of the times of all time. And of course, this is a video game. Whenever you find breakable boxes, you gotta break that shit with zero hesitation.
Silence stand by campfire. Just what Dr. Duarte ordered.
Let me just take a nap near this corpse. Don't mind if I do. Another Puritan. So, little mini area right here. What's this? 6th day of 1694 in December. We fear the silence of the house when the children will be gone. Oh, yes, this is back in New Edentown, Governor Haskell, who we met. I wonder if he's still alive. He sent the kids away, right, to live in Boston. But we chased the devil back to the wilderness. So Thickskin escorted the kids away. Nicholas Doolin went with her. We grant them our confidence, but we weep. Yeah, so that because this haunting, this curse was so rampant, they were worried about the their children, so they sent them away to another town while they deal with the awful tragedies here. Taken to the King's Arms. Oh, that's probably like a tavern. Yeah. On the way to salvation. Okay. So that's when they left. 2 days later, on the 9th day, dreamed of wolves and bears and children screaming. Not, I must sleep. Yeah, she couldn't sleep again. The 10th day, dreamed of hell. Yeah, the curse continued to manifest. Ghosts and devils. Then came the shouts. Thickskin has returned. Children are safe. Very good. So, you know, hard to have to go through as parents, but at least reassuring that their kids are safely in another town. Let's get the fire going and take a little rest period. And take a little nappy. Although we haven't... I mean, sometimes we get little cutscenes when we rest, so maybe I should do that more often. I'm gonna look at the outfit options, because we got this cool battle gear. Can I upgrade it? The answer is no. We don't have anything to upgrade it, so never mind. Yeah, I'll only wear that if we absolutely have to be in, like, shooting shit combat situations. Otherwise, I'll continue with the stuff we have right now. So I'll go ahead and rest. And, of course, humans have to sleep. So annoying. But ghosts don't have to. So our ghost waifu just kind of hangs around. Wait, take a little nappy. Yeah, so sometimes we get cutscenes, not always, though. Alright, very good. So let's continue. I imagine we're probably getting pretty close to where the beast lurks. You know, if you get a save point and a full refresh of your healing items, and you know you're pursuing a giant monstrosity, it stands to reason that you're probably getting close to said monstrosity, and that's where you're gonna respawn if things go poorly, if you get got. So that is what I am bracing myself for. Oh, God, so what's up, buddy? You're just in time. I suspect we are nearing the big baddie. Like we're nearing the beast. We found the second settlement we'd heard about. We found the second settlement. They're all dead. Surprising absolutely nobody. Oh, did I never post that? Oh my God, that's hilarious. Yeah, I did this. I did the classic blunder. I'll go ahead and hit it now. Oh, I did the classic blunder where I wrote the message and I never actually hit enter. I was like switching around too much. I alt-tabbed too readily. And look where it got me.
Yes. Something.
Ruin and embarrassment. There's apparently... Oh, there's a thing here that I missed. Oh, interesting. Okay. Can I not see it? Okay. I have to remove it from afar. And then shoot this thing down. There we go. I didn't realize it worked that way.
Past conversation.
Thank you for the heads up on that, Ogal, so I completely missed it. Like a goober. Just getting strangled. That's the rope around their neck. Somehow, oh, I see, they got stuck. That's awful. Ugh, that's fucking brutal. Yeah, their wagon crashed on the tree. They fell out and their rope got stuck on their neck. Ugh, fucking brutal, dude. Wouldn't wish that on our worst enemy. Yeah, Whiteflare's like, wait a second, Alex just went live. What the fuck? Yeah, it's because I'm a dumbass. I do that so often. I'm usually pretty good about posting to social media. Because I just queue up the same message. You know, same message goes to Twitter and Instagram and Facebook. I'm usually pretty good about that. And then I'll queue it up for Discord to send out the notification on Discord. But sometimes I'm bouncing around too much. I'm alt-tabbing too much. And I forget to actually hit the enter button. Like a goofy goober. I was going to see if we can actually get to that wagon. But I think it's too far away. And also, I got involved in a land war in Asia. That's correct. That is another classic blunder that befell me. So I suffered 2 classic blunders tonight. I forgot to post to Discord, and I began a land war in Asia, like a complete dumbass. But you know what? This is how we learn. When death is on the line. Oh.
The second group died terrible deaths, but the scourge did not kill them.
And yet there must be a connection.
So this monster we're chasing... That's a good point. It sounds like the elements and the wolves took them. You know, there was a weather event.
Why would hungry wolves leave fresh meat uneaten?
Yeah. There was harsh weather. Trees collapsed. You know, the wind was knocking shit down. Their wagons crashed, and you know, a series of horrible shit happened. And the wolves came, but like they said, the wolves didn't eat their corpses fully. Also, here's a smaller series of tracks.
Those claw marks are smaller than the ones we saw earlier.
The mystery continues. It sounds like there's one big monster and some smaller fellas as well. A family of fellas. Yeah, look at this. This one, these prints are much bigger. It's like they got bigger.
The tracks start with the expedition and grow in size as they progress.
Yes.
Surrounding trees have been drawn in by a powerful force.
The beast made itself from the specters of the dead settlers. Here's where it happened.
Oh, okay. So the beast...
Few settlers. This scourge is going to be huge.
Oh, is it raptors?
Those poor people, dying so helpless and so angry.
Yeah, is it raptors? It's not raptors, yeah. Something more tragic. So I guess that's how a scourge is formed. You know, we heard mentions of scourges earlier, but we were told they were pretty uncommon, and in the rare chance when they manifest, they can be exceptionally powerful. So the monster didn't kill anybody. And the monster is very real, but the monster is a conglomeration of spirits, an amalgamation of spirits, angry spirits. Angry and scorned that they were left to die alone without the help of their leaders. And these spirits have kind of morphed together like a fucking rat king of resentment, and is manifested in this large monster. And the presence of this large monster is being felt by the settlers. So there's a connection there, but the connection is not that they killed their friends. The connection is that it is the spirits of their friends and family that were left to die without them. So, you know, this monster, we're gonna have to take it down, obviously, but there's a tragedy to it that, you know, makes it... It's not just some bloodthirsty monster that's just like, you know, a big fucking bear or wolf or something. Like, this is, you know, the spirits of friends and family who were left to die, and that's tragic. And it's like, you know, it's what's the word when you have a villain in a story that is like kind of relatable? You know, there's like a sympathetic villain. This is a sympathetic monster. So, but still, our task is no different. Our task is to put it out of its misery, and that's probably what really should be done. Speak of the goddamn devil. Now, I don't pretend to be an expert on these matters, but my gamer senses are tingling vociferously, and they implore me to expect a boss battle here. Let's see if we're right. There's a summoning circle and everything.
Are you ready for the ritual?
The ritual is gonna summon the scourge. Let's do it anyway. All right. Let's see. Let's see how this is gonna go. Is there anything in the battlefield? Pickups or anything? This fog is dense, thicker than a bowl of oatmeal. Are we gonna judge the monster? I don't even know if we're gonna get an opportunity for judgment or banishment. I think it's just gonna be fight and then kill. But maybe even love. Maybe we can romance the monster. Is there a romance option? Excuse me, teacher. Can I seduce the monster? Let's fucking do this thing. Summon scourge. It's the only way. It's the only way. Judging and fucking. Sometimes at the same time. Ryan, that's my favorite lyric to Love Shack. When he's like, laughing and a dancing and judging and a fucking... He doesn't say that in the song, but he should have. It would have been so real. So much more real. Let's get this thing in here. That's the thing, though. I guess we're summoning him from, kind of more or less from the spirit realm. So I think the idea is not that the beast is, like, lurking around. It's just that it's inhabiting the spirit realm, causing duress to the settlement, to the settlers that remain. Here it is. Yulins, thank you, Ryan. That's all I need. What's he gonna look like? Is he gonna be like Nito?
Come on, show yourself.
Brave Lord Nito from Dark Souls, where it's like an amalgamation of skeletons? But this will be like an amalgamation of ghosts. Oh, behind us.
Behind me.
He said the line.
Yes.
Of course it is. Every bloody time.
Is it a T-Rex made out of I'm thinking it's gonna be like this amorphous blob of spirits. It's kind of like a ghost, like druid spirit demon. All right, what diplomacy options?
Surely too big to be a wolf.
It's a scourge, all right. Anger shaped to kill.
I don't know what diplomacy options we're gonna have here.
We know all about the wolf whistles. The whistles Thickskin gave you. Oh, shite!
Thank you, Ghost Wife. Oh, that's the next game, Ryan. That's the sequel. Or the DLC. Oof.
Well, easy now.
Well, okay, that's what that is.
Feet, are you?
Fuck him up. Can I just banish his ass? Fuck you. Punch him in the butt. Ouch. Oh, I was like inside of his ass for a second there. It was actually kind of sexy. Kind of romantic if you think about it. Oof. His attacks have a wide reach. Oh, he's real sad now. Can I hit his ass? He's got like some glowy stuff on his ass. Oh, shit.
Once more with healing.
Oop. Take a little sippy. Yoink. It's about 1/3 dead. I've only had to use one healing item so far. There's gonna be more attacks. There's gonna be more like shit that comes out as we go to the next phases. So I will expect more crazy stuff. Oh, he's got different weak spots. Show me your arm. Get over here.
Stay put.
Just get a little removing ghostification here. Oh, there you go. He fell over. Oof. So if like he runs into shit, he'll sometimes stumble. Uppercut! Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Wrong button. Damn it. I got excited. I was excited for the uppercut.
Look to me.
Oof. I'm looking for an opportunity to do that big uppercut combo that I like so much. If you're giving me an opportunity, I will take it. Here we go, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Big punch! Punch! It didn't really knock him down, but it made me feel really cool. It made my penis feel really strong. Punch! It says it ignores defense, which I don't know if that makes much of a difference for boss battles here. But it still looks really cool, and you really can't put a price on that. See how cool that feels? It's so neat. Ouch. Get out of the way. Oof. He has a nice tendency to swing out of that really well. But we're taking ghost hits, which does not translate to damage to red. Oof. Yeah, that's like a little quick attack. Go over here. Come on, he's got like one little piece. Banish that part of him. There we go. One piece left. Is it his ass? No, but it is his back leg. Oh, that was an odd thing to see. Punch his leg. We kind of are beating his ass, literally. Oh, this is awkward. All right, fine. We'll do it. Do it your way. Oh, these things. Oh, right, they explode. That minor little detail of explosions happening. Oh, we did take a bit of damage, didn't we? Oh, I was looking at the wrong meter. That's the banishment meter, or the big attack meter. Kind of was past him, but that attack's still connected. This game's pretty generous in that sense.
Standing by.
Not sure that. Yeah, I guess that did connect. This game's very generous with the hitboxes, which I do appreciate. I think we got this man on the ropes. Barring any surprises, I think we're Gucci. Oof. Oof. Okay, that one did miss. Show me your leg. Show me your ass.
Aim for the stains.
I'm working on it. So that's gonna do it. You can see, yeah, the body's entangled with the wood. That's an interesting concept for a monster. Like, oh, it's so sad. It just wants a hug, dude. Oh, it just wants love. Love that it was denied. Yeah, I didn't even notice the dead bodies tangled in with the wood. Because, yeah, the people died when they were getting crushed by trees and shit. So, yeah, it's like nature and an evil spirit or angry spirits entangled. But we put it out of its misery. The part where like the corpses were like reaching out and like just embraced us. That's like, oh, that's kind of sad, man. It's a sad situation.
Not Thickskin. Kate.
It spoke her name with just one voice.
So Thickskin.
The voice of the nightmare.
Oh, the nightmare from earlier.
You're certain?
To the core of me. Within this creature lurks some part of my killer.
Oh shit.
Thickskin and Kate both accused. Is anyone in these damn woods innocent?
So what would Kate have done wrong? Oh, there is Thickskin. Okay.
This beast. How did I miss you on my travels through the woods?
But how would Kate have been?
Want you. It wants your sister.
She can't hear her.
Stay, Scotchman. I can use you.
Yeah, other people can't hear Antea.
You sent them to die.
Those with metal would have reached camp, and I'd have used them too. Those who died won't need feeding.
Yeah, Thickskin gambled.
The strong may live.
And it was kind of heartless, but what did Kate do wrong, I wonder?
I tested them. This be the way of it. This be the way of the world.
We have a hidden watcher. The sister.
It's an interesting moment. Oh, sure enough, we can see what she sees. Her ghost vision. Look with your special eyes. My brand!
Kate? Show yourself.
That's right, Ryan. It's a two-step process. Step one, get behind it. There you go. What do you call those back shots, poop? Different definition of the word back shot, but yes, it works.
What? You're unarmed. Get yourself back to camp.
All these long years. All these long years, I wish to be like you.
Well, yeah.
To be as tough as you.
That's the question, Aleph, and I don't have an answer right now.
My sister, I thought. I'd have saved her. I'd have saved the woman I love.
So that's Deborah she's referring to. We saw the notes about
wish
Deborah.
To be like you. And I see it now. I was just like you. Cold, selfish, afeard of my own heart. And the woman I love died for it. So many dead. You killed them, as I killed Deborah. Look at us, we have no mettle at all.
Everything I did so that you could live. You're my sister. I love you.
Would you love me if I was weak? Or would you leave me too, to the
I wonder if Deborah was part of the spirit then, if she was part of the Scourge. That's what I'm wondering. If one voice named Kate specifically, and if that one voice was Deborah. We never got to meet her or hear anything from her.
Because I care.
Enough.
Pigeonlet, yes, absolutely, absolutely. I can't unsee it, Ryan.
I banished the monster you swore didn't exist, and now I know the truth. I know what you did.
I made the hard choice. Do you think it pleased me? Do you think it were easy?
We either say in malice you sent them to die, or for convenience you abandoned them. I don't think, I honestly don't think it was malice. I don't think she meant to kill them. I don't think she, like, did so maliciously, but she did abandon them. Intentionally or unintentionally, abandonment is no question here. Van Helsing, yes, I see that too. Vanessa Helsing in this case.
Easy thing to do.
Easy? Look about you. Nothing here is easy, not even
There's
for
a
the
dog.
strong.
Fair point. Did she know it would bring the wolves?
No.
Because they're
Best
dog
we die
whistles, not
quick,
help
then the rest
whistles.
may live. Them wolves did us all a service.
There it is. This was a knowing act.
And all dead by famine. That makes a grim kind of sense.
But that's the thing. She knew the group was too slow. So she deemed those that were too slow to make it as she, like, selected, all right, you're in the doomed group. Here's your death whistles. But her explanation is it allowed the rest of the group to be prosperous and survive. Right, yeah. So it was like, you know, you cut off the bum leg so that the rest of the body can live. I don't know, bro. Still fucked. Still fucked. The beast named Kate is betrayed. Right. Oh, I want to ask you about the other things.
Do you trust your older sister? Rely on her? Fear her?
What does it matter how I feel? I know what's true. Without Thickskin Newsmith, we would surely starve.
What happens now? Can you really give your people hope?
Not me. You. When they hear the Banisher has killed the beast, they'll have all the hope they need.
If that's the story we stick to.
The beast spoke with many voices. One I had heard before. The voice from the chapel. Antea's killer.
It charged you, Kate, with betrayal.
Mind thy own damn business, Banisher. And I'll mind mine. This thing can have naught to do with me.
She's telling the truth, but so was the beast. It named her for a reason.
Yeah, that's like a loose end I'm not 100% sure about. The only thing I can think of is that voice we heard was Deborah's. She hasn't really said what has happened with Deborah. I think the implication is that because she was unwilling to go back to help her, Deborah was, I think, in this other group. So, and clearly she was in love with her. So because she didn't go back to help her, she, you know, let her die, basically. Just like how Thickskin did the same. But yeah, there's something else here.
Your journal.
Yeah, she tried to burn her journal. She wrote out her feelings and tried to burn it.
How dare you!
You loved a woman. She died. You still carry the guilt. Is this why you tried to leave New Eden?
Oh, it was still back in New Eden. Oh,
With
shit.
the woman you loved. She died. You're still here, aren't you?
She's afraid. She fears a reckoning.
So,
Let's give her
Deborah's death preceded all of this then. I suspect we have a judgment coming up.
Look about you. You brought this curse upon yourselves. Falls to me to lift it.
The older sister's heart is withered. She'll never feel remorse. Let her pay.
She's hard as stone, too far gone.
Mumble all you want, I regret nothing. The curse struck, and I alone saw the danger. I acted.
And now 'tis I who must act.
Here we go. Here we go. So, interestingly enough, they're not giving me a chance or any kind of decision at all with Kate. So there's more with Kate we have yet to we've yet to uncover. So for those who were here earlier, if you've watched the stream previously, you know that as a banisher, we cast judgment, what's it called? Ascend ghosts that willingly want to leave meat space or the physical realm, and we banish ghosts that are unwilling or unable to leave the physical realm. But we also judge those who are being haunted. If they are guilty of something, we judge them. And to judge is to execute, is to kill them. But the other thing is that as we kill people, we're collecting souls unbeknownst to anybody that we're secretly going to use to feed our ghost wife, because if we get enough souls, she'll be resurrected. So we have an ulterior purpose here, or ulterior interest, because as we execute more people, we're able to, the likelihood of bringing our wife back from the dead increases, and they don't know that. So it's, you know, we have a it's tricky. There's a lot of parallel forces here. Yo, we got Fuggy in the house, by the way. Good to see you, buddy. Appreciate you popping in, Fuggy. Always a pleasure. I know you said you were checking out that Void Crew update pretty recently. Some good stuff, man. She's a community pillar. She is a community pillar. Whereas this, the largest number of settlers are sacrificed, right? Yeah. It's tricky because Thickskin has done some, fucked up things, obviously. And it, like Antea said, is heartless and, just doesn't give a shit. She is resolute in her decision making. And to her credit, her gambit or her decisions that she chose doomed half the settlement, but allowed the other half to survive. If she wouldn't have acted, would the entire settlement been wiped out? Maybe. But we'll never know. All we know is that she doomed, knowingly, half the settlements and was responsible for so many deaths, and the beast getting, the scourge getting inhabited. That caused even more damage. It's not, this is one of those cases where it's not cut and dry, but to feed our ghost wife, and because she done fucked up real bad, it's judgment time, baby.
Ruthlessly sacrifice the innocent to ensure your own survival.
Yo, what's up, Catan?
Oh, can't I let
Good to see you, bud.
To heal, Kate must be free of her sister's grip.
You're right, White Flare, you're right.
You mean to kill me? Then you're just like me, only more foolish.
You mean to kill her?
I mean to save her. A malignant spirit lives in Thickskin, Newsmith. And
She looks genuinely afraid. They both do.
I've no evil spirit. I've done nothing wrong.
Demon. Sprite. Evil spirit.
I,
Now, is there truly a spirit in her?
great tormentor, I banish you. Kanilfa, Andri Snangi,
Life to the living.
death to the dead.
Is that looked an awful lot like the other judgments we performed? I think we were just saying there's a spirit inside of her. I think that was something we had made up. That looked like all the other judgments.
Rose.
Her name was Rose.
I became the pitiless thorn. But I did not make the world. It made me.
There you go. So with every soul, we're contributing towards her resurrection. We got a ways to go, though.
Red. Look.
Is that Deborah? Oh shit. Can she see her?
Deborah!
Oh, she's pissed. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh, you fucked up now, lady.
God spare me, no.
Oh fuck. That's how you know you're done.
Please, no, no.
Just effortlessly just instances in front of you like that. Yo, our guys over here are like, all right, I ain't getting in between. She looks so fucking pissed. I ain't getting in between this. I mean, I'm a banisher. I deal with ghosts and shit, but no thank you. I just fought Mega Satan over here. That was comprised of like 300 evil spirits, but I ain't getting in front of that.
Is lifted. Here, at least.
All right, so there's more where that came from. Now the question is, was Deborah's spirit truly?
And you? Are you all right?
It's a while now since I've been all right. I'm determined. I'll have to do.
I'm not 100% convinced that Deborah was. I mean, she looked mad. I'm not convinced she means to kill. I don't know. All we know is that Kate is convinced that she's responsible for Deborah's death. And if that voice named Kate is the betrayer, then the spirit knows that she's dead too. But what I'm wondering is if it was death from choosing not to help and, like, you know, being afraid to help, that kind of thing, or was it death because she, you know, fucking stabbed her in the night. I don't have an answer yet. So the Kate situation is unresolved. The spirit thing was, I think you're probably right, Augusta. There wasn't like, it's not like the other hauntings where we could absolutely see and interact with a spirit that was haunting somebody. This was more like us basically saying like, yeah, you have no soul, or you have your soul is tainted with evil, and I mean to purge it by removing it from you.
Thank you.
I said I'd do the necessary. I do it gladly.
But that's the thing. The implication is that, like, with every death that we're performing, you know, every judgment we perform, it's got to weigh on Red. By the way, the sun is shining again, so the fog is lifted. He did say the curse has been lifted here. But with every judgment we perform, some of them are gonna weigh on Red. Again, the first one wasn't so bad, but like, did she? I mean, I don't know. This was one where there was some sympathy for. There was some sympathy for sure for Thickskin's character. I did like Ryan's quip earlier. I guess you need thicker. Guess you needed thicker skin, lady. I like that quip, but yeah, just kind of unpacking my thoughts about the situation. Yeah, there was some sympathy for her character. She said as she died, or as her spirit left her body, that, you know, yes, I am a product, or I am who I am, and I don't apologize for that. And I am a product of the world around me. So, like, you know, I was made into this uncaring creature by virtue of this, you know, horrible situation. That's where we came from, by the way. So, you know, I did what I had to do out of necessity, and there was some aspect of her choices where, you know, again, it more or less guaranteed the survival of Group A. But that's the thing. Could they have stuck together and worked together to have ensured everyone's survival, or at least more people's survival? And I guess to her, it was not a chance worth taking. It just so happened to be that her and hers were of the, you know, the primary group. You know, maybe, yeah, that's the thing too. Is it up to her to decide who gets to be in the winning group or the surviving group and who doesn't? Who survives or who has the mettle to keep forward? And there's no satisfying answer to that. We'll never know. Yeah, that's the thing. Is this an evil playthrough? Is this the Undertale run where you kill everybody? I mean, the answer ultimately is yes. I could, you know, turn heel and I could start ascending spirits or banishing them instead of killing people. But for now, we are on track to resurrect Antea. We are on track to kill all judgment opportunities when they appear.
Look at it.
But I think there's evidence that it really is affecting Red. Because he has a conscience. He's a good person. He doesn't want to just kill everybody. Oh my, that's fucked up. But anything to resurrect his befallen, his beloved, his fallen beloved.
Into the valley of death we go.
I shall fear no evil. I shall feel no evil, apparently. So whatever's going on over there. Oh, is that New Edentown? Is that the meeting house? I think it might be. Yo, yeah, reach New Edentown. Okay, so that's the meeting house then. So we have a path forward. Very good. What's the next thing story-wise? The main thing that we are trying to do is we're trying to get back to New Edentown, which we can see with our eyeballs. It's over there. Where this, whoops, wrong button. Where this nightmare of tornado of souls is emanating. We're trying to get back to New Edentown because that's where the nightmare from the prologue, nightmare with a capital N. This is, you know, proper noun nightmare. This extremely powerful evil spirit that killed Antea still resides, still has residence, and we mean to vanquish that spirit.
Troubles me.
It's gone. The curse is lifted.
To avenge Antea's death.
The beast was born of it. A scourge made in equal measure from the treachery of the Newsmith sisters. Worse, though shaped by Thickskin's betrayal, it was driven by Kate's.
I feel like the greatest part of the story is still missing.
That's how I feel.
The Newsmiths alone did not create the nightmare. Others in New Eden have treacheries to hide.
I wonder what they did to earn such hate.
I see something? No, maybe not. But anyway, so yeah, so we mean to go to New Edentown, confront the nightmare that killed Antea, vanquish it so we can avenge her death. And that nightmare still being here is what's keeping Antea here. Because the whole reason a ghost persists in the real world is because they have some kind of unfinished business. It's because they were killed in a way that is extremely unsatisfactory to them. There was a betrayal. There was something that feels so strongly in their core that was inadequate that their soul persists. And the thing that's keeping Antea's soul here is that she got killed by that ghost. She wants revenge against the evil spirit that killed her. So she has unfinished business with that spirit. We intend to help her, and along the way, hopefully gather enough souls to restore her to us. So that's kind of the ultimate main quest that we're working towards. Now, one thing that I'm wondering, we're probably going to get a rest station pretty soon here. One thing that I'm wondering is that we still have those treasure maps that are unresolved. There's the map that's unresolved, and then the riddle that is also unresolved. I'm assuming that at some point fairly soon at least, we'll find a rest station. We'll be able to fast travel back to some of those areas in the Dark Wood. Question is if we have what is necessary to resolve those two, those lingering treasure hunts. And I don't have an answer because we really explored the heck out of that one area that seemed to match with the contents of the map. The riddle was a little bit less clear, but I think that's just kind of a matter of explore the woods enough and we'll eventually find it. But yeah, at some point we'll need to go back for those two treasure maps so we can get their contents of, you know, whatever's in the treasure trove. Yeah, give me that loot. That's right. I gotta be a loot goblin at my core. Oops. Excuse me. Stuck on things a little bit. Now, we did say there was a water feature, and we're obviously following a waterfall, and a waterfall is by definition a feature of water. So if we keep following this path, this actually might lead us right to one of the spots that the map was indicating. Because that was the unsatisfying part in the areas we were exploring earlier. We could never find evidence of any sort of waterfalls or anything like that. So, or a water course rather. So that's how we knew there was more than meets the eye. Hi, Shayna girl. You got a kitty cat. And a kitty cat. Although in the webcam you wouldn't really know because it's kind of hard to see. She's a tortoiseshell, so she's got very dark fur. So on the webcam you just see this kind of blob emerge from underneath. She latches onto my leg and climbs up. Nice, Gina girl. You're a good kitty cat. I have to reassure her. You know, sometimes you have to talk to your pets and reassure them. There's no question that they're good buddies.
Promises unkept, covenants broken. The curse has its roots in betrayal.
New area discovered.
Perhaps demanded sacrifice.
To forsake your love hurts everyone. Kate is proof of that.
It's rarely so simple. Thickskin is proof of that.
That is also accurate. Sheena girl. So new area unlocked. This is presumably the next act. Now, one thing I'm not so sure about is how close we are to beating the game. New Edentown just had the one hunting case. The Dark Woods had apparently more hunting cases that we haven't found yet. I don't know if Kate is one of these separate ones. I think that's the Latin phrase he said as he was judging Thickskin. But yeah, it makes me wonder if there's maybe if like we would have chosen different outcomes for some of these other judgment cases, if other judgment opportunities would have presented themselves, or if maybe there's like more to be done in the Dark Woods still. Maybe if we go back to town to that settlement, maybe something will present itself to us. So yeah, we'll just keep an eye out for the next opportunity to do some backtracking. Some backshotting? No, backtracking. Backshots are something else. Like we discussed earlier. We talked about this. What's this? New mushrooms. Wool and inky cap coprin. Coprin. That is a one-way drop. I think I know the answer to this question, but the question is, what else waits for us in this path? I'll tell you what waits for us. We have a kitty cat on my lap who is very happy. He's a very good buddy. Yeah, it just drops down. I kind of figured as much. Oh, it's one of these. We still don't have the ability to... Oh, that's right. There was a couple paths we couldn't get through. So yeah, we absolutely will eventually need to backtrack because there's things like this that we can't dispense. We can't take out the haunted, like the possessed roots that we've seen. We can't break these giant walls yet. Presumably, there's abilities yet to be unlocked. There's more where that came from, but for now, yeah, there's still things still paths we couldn't explore, even in the dark wood. Oh, and also we're trying to find the witch. We're trying to find the witch that helped us out, because she also is kind of along the path, kind of along the way to New Eden. In fact, we've never even gotten to meet her. We only kind of briefly meet her apprentice, the one who rescued us. Is there some combat awaiting us? There sure is. You guys are a little bit beefier than some of the other fellas. Whoop.
I'm right here.
Punch! Knocked his ass down.
Move it.
69 damage, nice. Oh, wrong button, but it actually kind of worked because it took out the specter at least. Is there more? There is. This guy. Just throwing little grenades at me. I'll reload my gun and shoot him in. Ouch! Shoot him in the face. Ouch! The fuck? I guess he's just shooting more projectiles at me. So I'll do the same. He thinks he's so cool. It's a pile of gold. Iron. Bog iron. Bog iron on his hip.
No way through here.
No way through here? What if I... Oh, it's this one. Yeah, we don't have the means to dispense this either. So there's a bunch of ghost abilities we don't have yet. But eventually, like a 3D Metroidvania, eventually will get powers that open up more paths for us. No passage that way. A couple other little dilly boppers from bad guys we fought earlier. I think translucent fiber is like the next tier up of the ghost, like, ectoplasm bits that we were collecting from previous fights. Like sometimes when you take down a ghost, they drop some like little ghost juice, ghost trimmings. Can't break that one. Anything else here? A shortcut to be created there. There's a makeshift. I don't know if it was meant to be damned, but yeah, this is not like a random assortment. This was done with purpose, even. Yeah, I can't go that way. Whatever's here, it was meant to be protected. We drop down this way. Let's go check this out then. Nice and simple, like. That name always amuses me. Green Hellbore. Is that a raven? It's a really large bird. Yeah, crows.
Love animals.
Crows don't count.
Crows don't count. Just a little bit ominous. Not necessarily evil or bad, but ominous for sure. Alright, so this makes me feel encouraged. Again, we were talking about that one... Oh, look at this. We were talking about that one map that showed some kind of building, some kind of wooden structure, and a waterfall. We see all those things here, so I suspect we are close. I think this truly is near, at least. If not exactly it, I think this is near where that treasure is. Jump up that way. What do you see with your ghost eyes? Nothing? Okay. Unless I'm supposed to look. Do I punch the wall? No? Nothing? Okay. There's actually a second thing on our map. Okay, so maybe we can... I don't know how we know this, but somehow we have a sneaking suspicion that Kate or either is nearby or recently was near here. Okay, yeah, this is the only way forward. Some more fancy mushrooms. Mossy polypore. Polypore, the lesser known cousin of Polly Pocket. Get that shortcut available. Very nice. We found a little bit of wool. We haven't found yarn yet, but like we're starting to find some resources that we need for additional upgrades. But it makes me wonder if I should start spending money on buying some of these resources that are harder to find. As if we might be getting to the point where upgrading our gear will start to become more important. We can't just rely on finding stuff naturally. Is this going to be another rest station? Most likely. So that's an opening. This also is an option. And break that open. Can I like drop down? No, but probably for something down that a ways. Various bottles of something. And Antea was getting stuck on the wall, as ghosts are known to do. What this? It's a log of a watchman. Enemy scouts, multiple assaults throughout the day, nothing for several days, and then November 2nd, a oddly blank entry. I don't know if that means they wrote the date, or if there was a date pre-written or what, but the entry stopped after a certain point. Rather suddenly. Wonder what kind of enemies we were talking here. Was it, you know, ghosts and specters, that kind of thing, bone walkers, or was it something else? Wolves, maybe. Spirits of the damned. Hard to say. Go ahead and drop down. What this? I will inspect. Bloody rag. So right before, I guess 2 days before the blank entry. In the doghouse, Ironside caught me sleeping. Oh, okay. There was no danger. Okay, yeah. Sleeping on the job. Can't bury the dead for fear of new attack. Sleeping like wraiths. Or like sleeping wraiths. Drifting in the mist. Oh, wait. Does he mean that the dead might rise and attack them? Or does he mean that whatever killed their comrades might come back and kill them again, or kill them next? So a corpse stand up and walk. It's the latter. The latter is, or no, it's the former rather. It's the notion that when if our comrades die, they will rise again as specters. Prepared to, yeah, that will summon her forth. She's obviously not happy at us for killing her sister. But she's probably got bigger fish to fry because she's got her ghost waifu that's out to kill her. At least our ghost waifu loves us and is nice to us. Her ghost waifu, not so much. So November 1st, yeah, coming here was the greatest mistake ever made. I await relief, but no man comes to take my place. So Arthur was the watchman. I wonder where he is. If he's still alive. Got some armor right here. Yeah, no answer right now. No answer, but wonder what became of Arthur. He might be our next haunting case to investigate, perhaps. Is this locked? Looks like it might be. Nope, unlocked. Some pretty nice things. More wool. Like I said, that's a resource that is fairly limited in these parts. Some food. That doesn't look horribly rotten or anything, so fairly recent. Oh, look at that. So, if I would have tried to open that door, I would have seen it was locked, or barred shut at least. But I didn't even attempt it. Now is the time, though. Arthur was there. I was actually going to go in the direction of either Arthur, the animated series, or I think... Isn't Arthur the name of the character from Red Dead Redemption 2? Protagonist? I was going to go one of those two directions. I was either going to say it's not hard to have... Or wait, it's...
Do you need a moment?
Having fun is not hard when you've got a library card.
New Eden, but I probably need a breather.
Or I would have attempted some kind of ham-fisted Red Dead Redemption 2 reference, except I've not played the game, so I don't know shit about Red Dead 2. We got Meerkat in the house, though. Arthur Morgan's the guy's name, yeah. Got the Ashtones pack. Do I know where that is? Out in the swamps. I don't know if I've seen that before, actually. I don't think if we've happened upon a locked chest we could not open previously. Like we've cracked open most of the ones we've seen. Especially in the dark woods. Some kind of activity available here. Oh, that's kind of cool. You can highlight and then unhighlight stuff on the map. You can't just highlight anything. That was actually one thing we noted a couple times. I wish that I could... All right, everyone get ready to take a drink. You get your shots ready. And get ready to take a drink. In Morrowind, that's the rule. Every time I mention Morrowind, you take a shot. You'll be dead in no time. In Morrowind, you can just make a note on the map anytime you want, because these notes are helpful. Destructible wall here, cursed chest here, waterfall here, but it doesn't make note of everything. For instance, the thing that blocks this bridge right here, it doesn't say anything on the map, but the reason it's blocked is because of the cursed roots that have grown here that we can eventually vanquish, but right now we don't have the means to do so. We don't have the power that lets us vanquish it. Yeah, the creeping ivy, that's what it's called. So we have a creeping ivy blocker here, but for some reason we don't have one here, even though that is absolutely what's blocking us. So it's a little bit wonky in that sense. Anyway, just kind of a little note there. Hitchhiker's Guide, you're right, Ogalis. Also we got Pimer in the house. What's up, Pimer? Yeah, Pimer. That's right, because you gifted me Oxygen Not Included. I'm a little bit embarrassed to admit I've yet to play it. I'm sorry, because yeah, you very generously gifted it to me. It's actually, it's funny you mention that, because I have a couple friends. I think it's multiplayer, right? I feel like I was talking to some friends and they were playing it not too long ago, and I remember thinking like, fuck, I gotta play that game because it looks incredible. The DLC, man, yeah, I mean, it wouldn't shock me if this game were to eventually have some kind of DLC. I think I read somewhere that the developers for Atlas Fallen are working on some DLC, which blows my mind because that game had an enormous budget and it did not sell very well, nor did it review well. So I'm surprised that the publisher is pumping more money for that game. Now, granted, I heard about that like 7 or 8 months ago. It's been a hot minute, so maybe they've changed course. But last I heard, Atlas Fallen was getting some DLC, kind of unexpected. But yeah, I mean, I guess, you know, nothing's off the table. I guess it'll depend on how this game ends. But you know what? I'm wondering if I should say this. I debated whether or not to say this. I think it's okay. Nothing in the email said I had to keep this under wraps. Y'all remember the game Gourd I played kind of late last year? Real-time strategy game with some sort of base building elements that... It was a cool premise, and like the art was cool and the design was cool, but some aspects of the gameplay I found to be quite lacking, and by the end, the last couple missions were a huge slog. The game needed some work. The game needed some work, but I think at its core, there were aspects of the game that I just didn't agree with. And it's not a bad game, but it's just like, it's just okay. I wouldn't really recommend it to everybody. And there were aspects of the game that were like, where I felt the balance was just kind of just not very well thought through. Like the whole thing about how you cannot get new people added to your village unless your villagers procreate and make more babies, and that's fine, but the babies you make when they become adults will always have base level stats, and it takes so long to level your stats. They will never ever be good at anything. The new villagers you get are always going to be terrible. There's just not enough time to raise their skills up. So if you lose a certain number of people, you're done. Like, that's just the end of the ball game, and that's a selling point for the game. The brutal difficulty is a selling point. So I'm over here like, I disagree with the core philosophy that the game is going for. Anyway, I say all that because that game also didn't review very well, didn't sell overly well, had a pretty enormous budget, and it's getting a DLC, and the DLC is coming out in a few weeks, and the developers sent me a free key for it. They were like, hey man, we appreciate you streaming the game so much as a show of goodwill. Here's a key for the DLC. You don't have to stream it. You don't have, they were just saying, here you go. There's no embargo. You can do whatever. it was flattering, but at the same time, I was like, did they watch my streams? I didn't have the nicest things to say about the game, but it was very nice of them. Actually, it might not have been maybe it was one of the publishers, or maybe it was like one of the representatives that like with the marketing team or something like that. Maybe it wasn't the developer, but it was somebody that worked in the game's creation. Yeah, haven't checked about the multiplayer. Yeah, maybe it wasn't they were gonna play it together. Maybe they were gonna play it kind of, separately necessarily. Yeah. Oxygen not included. Yeah. Correct, Elgaso. But that's the thing. The Goth sister's still alive in the expansion, or well, at the end of the game, Goth's sister is alive, and our sister is obviously alive too. So in the DLC, maybe Elgaso, maybe that's what's gonna get me to play it. Because there's actually gonna be a dare drop campaign for the DLC, and I was like, nah, I'm good. I had my fill of that game. I have not signed on to go for it, but then one of the marketing folks sent me a key, and I'm over here like, all right. I don't know if it's not a priority for me, but it was really nice of them to just send that to me for free. I didn't request it. They just said, here you go. So, in all fairness, that's very generous of them. Anyway, so Arthur's military papers, this mysterious Arthur friend. I thought it said marital disciplinary assignment. Marital disciplinary assignment. You did not lift the seat last night. Therefore, here's your marital disciplinary assignment. You are to perform cunnilingus on me for no less than 30 minutes, uninterrupted. With only 12-second rest periods to gasp for breath. Wait, you say that's a punishment? That sounds like a reward to me. Anyway, moving on. For neglecting his military... Right, because he said he fell asleep on the job. His leave is suspended. Guard duty extended for 3 days. Yeah. So, oh wait, what was the name? James Ironside. Colonel James Ironside. So we got 2 players, James and Arthur. We shall try to find their fates. And let's go ahead and light the fire. Meerkat says, "Yo, sign my." That's what I'm over here for, like, Matt Meerkat. I'm just like, sign my ass up. I'm all limbered up. My jaw is moistened and warmed and ready for action. Put me in, coach.
You're thinking.
So are you.
Penny for your thoughts.
I was thinking of Kate. Of her horror when she saw the ghost. Of her pain when she lost her sister. She was desolate. And yet relieved. And terrified. I can't shake the picture.
I mean, she's not wrong. Yeah, when Deborah's ghost appeared, she looked genuinely horrified. And when she realized we meant to kill Thickskin, both of them had this like, look on them, and I can't say I blame them. Thickskin was in pain. Oh, I misread. I thought he said Thickskin was a pain. Like, yo, that chick was a pain in the ass. She was in pain. She was.
Whoever Deborah was.
12-second breaks. Make it 10 seconds, and we'll talk, Meerkat.
Tried to protect her sister from the consequences. When I laid the blame on Thickskin, I felt her pain.
I felt it too. A potent mix. Fear, love, resentment, unconditional acceptance. Sisterhood can be complicated.
You're not big on family, are you?
A family weaves its bonds in trust. If the trust is broken, the bonds wither.
Sounds like someone got hurt.
When I was very young, I had a friend. She was my chosen sister, and very dear to me. I opened my heart. It was a mistake. I played with fire and was burned.
I'm sorry.
It was a long time ago. I have a new family now. I have found the love of my life.
Aww. That's us. Show me the bastard. That's a good fucking line. I mean, I think, like, she just said a really nice thing. We should respond with nice, but that's really fucking funny.
I love you.
We'll be sweet. will be sweet, but that's really fucking
I
good.
have the watch.
Hi, Shayna girl.
Sit by your bedside until I can hold you once again.
Aw, they're so sweet. It's so sad she got killed in the prologue because they're like such a sweet couple. I want only the best for our husband, our communal husband and wife. Mommy, I mean Commander. You know, that's the thing, you know, like mommy and daddy kink is one thing, but commander kink, that's some next level shit, and I'm kind of here for it. All right, so we could uninvest, disinvest in skills if we're not sure we're loving them. I'm really enjoying this combo, so I'm really enjoying that one. We only have one red skill to invest into for now. I like the charge heavy attacks one. I like the more healing thingamajiggies. I could be inclined to switch out from these, maybe. I could be convinced to switch out from some of those. Reloads the... Oh, hitting an enemy with Antea. I don't know. I don't really use the rifle all that often, unless I need to. A Cobra Commander kink. Imagine the possibilities. We're just unlocking new fetishes that no one even thought was possible, much less legal. Restores 10 health points. That's actually not half bad. Getting health from killing bad guys, that's not half bad. Decreases cooldowns, that's not half bad. Banishing shot. Well, the gauge is full, but consumes the banish points, yeah. So it's like a ranged banishment attack, which is not a bad thing. Reduces damage taken. Up to 50% increased damage. Higher than enemy health points gauge. That's all fine and dandy. I don't know. I feel like I'm fairly right now competent when it comes to finishing off a bad guy, killing them to death. So I think I'd rather use that confidence to like build back our reserves. So, you know, as we're killing bad guys, we're restoring our health. I think that sounds kind of dope. So let's go for that one. Shoving a shower head up your ass? Makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they're, you know, the fetish pioneers of the good old days. You know, they truly were the OGs when it comes to walking so that we may all run. We truly do goon upon the shoulders of giants, don't we? We truly do goon and coom upon the loins of giants. Let's go for that one. Upon the loins of giants. I'm pretty proud of that one. So we can level up either of these outfits, and they are identical. Which one do I like more? I think I like this one a little bit more. Because these pants are boring. These pants are authentic Scottish. Upon the shoulders of giants. I said what I said. What do you think is funnier? Upon the shoulders of giants or upon the loins of giants? Because whichever one is funnier, as agreed upon by the audience, I will save it as a quote. Because I technically said them both. We have 3 Scourge accretions to utilize. That's pretty dope. Yeah, that's just a general upgrade. I'll take it. Shoulders? You got it. Head, shoulders, knees, and loins. Knees and loins. There we go. It is done. It's a done deal. We actually have more Scourge accretions yet to use, but we need more sulfur polypores first. We are in a mountainous region. Mount Pleasant. I wonder if it truly is that pleasant. And look at that. As evident by our level up system, we are presumably approaching the midway point of the game, give or take. So we got a ways to go still. We could upgrade this one as well, but it's really not worth it because it is... you know, functionally identical to the Wanderer's gear. So I'll just be focusing on the Wanderer's gear from here on out. So this weapon has been cool. We could upgrade this one too. But I think I would I'm going to hold off. Because, well, hold on. Let's cook. Let's cook for a second. So it would bring melee up to 12, wisdom to 11, and vitality to 22. What's this one right now? 12, 11, 22. Okay, so... I don't know. I'm not sure that's worth it because I think that would just bring that other sword what this one already is at. I was thinking these two were identical. Oh, they are not. These two are identical. Okay, so to upgrade this one, we need soul shards, of which we have 0. So we'll keep our eyes peeled. Rifle! We have everything we need for this one, and there are resources that are fairly easy to find. We have no linens, and of course no scourge accretions. We're getting close to translucent fibers. That'll just happen as we fight bad guys. So because we've entered a new region, we have kind of inherently found, we're inherently finding at least, trinkets for upgrading various stats. For that one, might as well. We need crisp moss. That's the half step cousin of Chris Pratt. Chris Pross. Good joke, Alex. Thanks, Alex. By the way, I didn't even realize we had a second wristband to work with. I knew we had the 2 amulets. Wait, did I? Did I know we had the 2 amulets? Hold on. Hold the phone. Okay, striped wintergreen. Like, what else have I missed? Only have the one. Only the one rifle. I'm a little bit sad we didn't pick up... I would say we didn't get the opportunity to pick up... what's her face's rifle? Thickskin's rifle. But maybe the idea is that she didn't give it to us willingly, so we weren't comfortable taking it from her. Especially because we kind of killed her a little bit. So, if we switch to this one, we get Hella Wisdom. Which... that means more Antea damage, unless Wrath. Manifestation damage. I'm not sure I know what manifestations are. I guess it's like the combo attacks, that kind of thing. Yeah, I think so. Like mid to late 1600s. Well, no, absolutely late 1600s. So yeah, 1690-ish makes sense. Spectral percent. Yeah. Yeah, let's do this one. Let's do this one. So, defeating an enemy with punch restores 20 spirit points. Hell yeah, that's very, very good. I should have just stuck with this from the get-go. That's okay, we didn't have to spend a ton of expensive resources to make that happen. So, punch damage 12, wrath 11, persistence. Whereas this one, what's persistence? Persistence is health. Okay. So this gives us hella health. But we do much, much less damage. Well, let's see what upgrades are possible. Can't do that one. Can't do that one. So, much less damage or more health. I think I like the more damage right now. We'll stick with that for the time being. So, working on the waxy caps. And we only have the one brooch. And we have... oh, we have a second Bane ring. One is a little bit less damage. A little bit less... quite a bit less dexterity. But a decent bit more wisdom. Vitality, persistence. Just a bunch of stuff. Whereas we can upgrade this. It would cost a Scourge Accretion, and it brings... yeah, I mean, it helps. It helps a lot of things. This one is tempting. This upgrade would bring the Strength up to about the same level. The Dexterity upgrade is significant. It brings it up to 20. Oh, wait, no, I misread. Yeah, I moused over here. So, yeah, Strength, Dexterity, Vitality. I mean, it helps. Oh, never mind. I'm misreading this. I misread this, yeah. Yeah, strength goes down. Okay, so the big thing is vitality. The dexterity... oh, and the dexterity thing, yeah. Let's go ahead and do it. I think it's gonna be worth it. Because, yeah, now... yeah, the strength goes down more... oh, I was misreading it. Oh, okay. This is not the dexterity ring. This is. Okay. So, yeah, we would gain a bit of wisdom and get a bit of... no, it's not worth it. We made the right call. We made the right choice. Alright, so we have a little bit of the Scourge trinkets left if we so chose. We could upgrade, you know, the other armor set if we wanted to. Same with the other sword, but it's not worth it. Yeah, nothing really sitting on. Okay. I got this key to use. Says upgrade available. Oh, right. Yeah, that's because we've already done that. Okay. Should I go ahead and rest? Sure. The odd chance that there's like a cutscene. There might be. Nope, no cutscene this time. That's okay. Oh, I just noticed fast travel was locked.
Come here. I want to try something.
Good morning to you too.
Oh, what kind of experimentation are we bringing into the bedroom now? All right, well, let's go ahead and jump down. What is it, Ghost Wife? Wait. Did she randomly suddenly know how to punch this thing down? Like, earlier she was like, I can't do it.
Break this down together.
Oh, so we randomly know how to do this.
Just trust me.
That's a little hokey. I mean, it's fine. I was hoping that we would, like, do something or unlock something. Like, something would happen that would allow us to learn how to deal with this. Badass.
Did you feel the way I tore the veil?
Aye, I did.
And we did it together.
What did I do?
You brought me focus. That's plenty.
Can you do it again?
Oh, I intend to.
Got some structures ahead. There's one thing that caught my eye. It looked like we were unable to fast travel. Do we just not have that ability yet? I thought we did have it. Especially since we have shortcuts leading back. No, that's a little bit hokey and a little bit disappointing. I would rather it be a little bit more like, oh, because I've killed this thing, we won this battle, I've like gained some kind of new insight. But I do recognize the game early on did say when she was first ghostified, when she first inhabited ghostification, she was like, this is weird and I feel really clumsy. Like I'm getting used to being a ghost. Like, I know there's more things I can do and more ways I can help, but for now, I can only do the bare minimum. So, you know, I'll only be so useful. And she's mentioned, like, as I'm spending more time being a ghost, I'm getting more comfortable in my ghost skin, so to speak. And I'm able to do more. I feel more adept. So the explanation is that the reason she suddenly was like, oh shit, I know how to do this, is because, like, she's cooking. You know, let her cook, right? She's cooking. She's getting good. Killing the mentor guy because they were ghosts but leave our wife. Well, the mentor guy, oh, fast travel is available. Okay, so it just wasn't available the first time, but we could fast travel if we so chose. And yeah, I'm kind of tempted to because there's a hunting case out here, a haunting case. But we are halfway to New Edentown and some other kind of thing, and well, maybe not quite halfway, but we're getting there. And we're getting close to apparently finding Seeker. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. The timing is a little bit hokey. But anyway, Meerkat was asking, yeah, about the mentor person. I'm assuming you're referring to the person at the very beginning, where our guy Charles was our mentor. And he was, the thing with Charles that he was already dead. He was already dead, and the nightmare spear is what had killed him. That's what vanquished him. I think I actually am going to go back to the hunter's camp so we can investigate some hunting potential cases. So he was already dead. Yeah, it's the... Oh, wait, how do I do it? Oh, F to travel. That's also how you pay respects. Yeah, so by the time we arrived, he was already dead. And what we did is we found his Bible, we, like, connected some dots, and we found what happened to him. We found what was responsible for him dying. And we brought his spirit to rest peacefully with Ascension. Although we nearly had to banish him. We almost had to bust out the guns. Exercise as a ghost, but not... but not our wife. Well, that's the thing. He went willingly. We almost had to banish him. There was the part where it seemed like he was wanting to stick around. And Antea, she was the one who we were controlling at the time. She, of her own volition, was like, you've got to go. Like, you can't just stick around. And he was like, I want to stay. And she almost banished him. And her position was like, you know, we are banishers. This is, we don't always, sometimes you have to make some tough choices. And them's the breaks. But yeah, now she's a ghost. Like you said, now Antea, who nearly banished someone earlier, is now a ghost. The shoe's on the other foot. So why is it okay for her to stick around? Well, the thing right now is that I don't think it would be ethical to banish her right now. Because the reason Charles was sticking around for a little bit at least is that up to that point we didn't know what had killed him. All he knew was some evil spirit fucked me up and now I'm dead. I don't know what caused me to die. I'll talk to her in a second. And that's what was causing him to linger. His spirit was unsatisfied because his death was like a mystery to him. He was like, I don't know what this thing is. Once we found the answer and like we knew what this thing was, it's called a nightmare. That was what, and also he got to say goodbye to his wife. Like that was the other thing too. He like got reassurance that she's going to be okay. So those two things together put his spirit at ease and he's fine. So he willingly left. The thing with Antea is the reason she's unresolved is because the nightmare is still around. The nightmare killed her and she took it very personally and she's like ashamed that the nightmare is dead. So she wants to get even. She feels she has unfinished business with the nightmare. So that means I don't think we can banish her because that's like the tie that is keeping her ghost around. But the question is what happens once we resolve her situation. Once we kill the nightmare and we exact revenge, that's gonna be the time where we have to choose, do we ascend her to the spirit realm or do we try is the operative term, to resurrect her? So that's where it's tricky, and it's a taboo thing to do.
Thank you, but no, sir,
it's a taboo thing to try to do. Oh, he's got the whistle, by the way. And actually, we didn't even know about the ritual. We didn't even know about the resurrection ritual until Antea just kind of briefly mentioned it to us. Well, she made a hint of it right before she died, and she mentioned it to us after we reconnected with her. So yeah, so even if there was an option to resurrect him, we didn't know about it until recently. And he was a person that they really cared for. He was their mentor, so you know, he was important to them. But was he worth killing several people over to resurrect him? You know, mentor, waifu. You know, it's one of those. It's tricky.
Show me your wares. You'll find what you need.
But that's the thing, yeah, banishment. We're talking about banishment, not... Or ascension. Banishment or ascension versus resurrection, yeah. Yeah, so he offers pretty good... Yeah, he is neutral with us right now. Offers pretty good prices. We can buy some linen. We have lots of money. I'm gonna hold off for a little bit longer, just because there's the chance that there's gonna be some expensive purchases coming our way. I did pass what's-her-face, who was kind of chilling. I was kind of yammering. I was ranting and raving. I haven't gotten into this house. Where's that one lady? She was kind of chillaxing. I kind of passed her by. But yes, there's haunting cases to be uncovered still. This fella, what's his story? I wonder if anybody knows that Thickskin is dead and Kate is missing.
Back again, Mr. McWraith. What can I do?
If anyone is gonna like be curious. No one has anything for us right now. Like you can see, there's no new dialogue option, so everyone's like, eh, whatever.
Spectral stains still envelop the house. Let's investigate.
Sure enough, a faithful specter. Knock knock. Anyone home? Now let's see, whose house was this? Oh, this was the French woman. This was the spy that betrayed New Edentown. I wonder if she's mad that I killed her. I mean, I kill her in the biblical definition of killing somebody, but we did judge her for, you know, ruining the town's food supplies and being a French spy trying to cause a rabble.
Still writings on the wall. New ones from Thomas Hake.
Okay, so it's not from her, it's from Thomas. So we killed we judged the subject that he was haunting. Why is he still around? You took her. Oh. He is mad at us. He's haunting us now. Is that what this is? I mean, yeah, we did take her life. So, who could blame him for being unhappy about that whole thing going down? The question is, what can we do about it? I suppose the implication is that he must have been pretty pissed. Because if the subject of a ghost's haunt suddenly is not alive anymore, presumably that severs the ties and they're back to the spirit realm. But he must have felt pretty strongly. Even in his, like, altered state, because that's the thing. He was, like, nearly incomprehensible. Like, we kept trying to talk to him, and he was making zero sense. Like, his spirit was so befuddled and addled with the curse that had befallen them. There was no reasoning with him in any shape. So, maybe it's not even that he just felt so strongly. Maybe it's just, like, dude's just fucked. And is fully cooked. Fully well done. Crispy, even. So, there was no other mentions. Maybe I'll, like, you know, stick to Ghost View for a little bit longer, but no other, like, indications of ghost-tainted shenanigans, even. There's the merchant fella again. Talk to this lady. Do you have anything new for us?
Banisher?
That's my name. Are you friends with Kate? If so, I have, questions.
If I was, why would I tell you?
Befuddle. That is a fun word. Can I ask what you do? That'd be a little bit rude.
Impression you're not one for small talk.
No, I am not.
All right, good conversation. Nice talking at you.
Good day.
So I still can't open that. I was not really paying too much attention, but when we were in here earlier... No, we were in here earlier. Yeah, it is still locked. Not sure why we have some Diablo 2 music happening right now, but hey, I'm not complaining. No, you'll get no complaints from me. Can I shoot open whatever's keeping that door locked? No, I cannot. So eventually we'll get the means to go in there, maybe. Is there nothing else around here? You think there's anything bad about just firing a loaded gun in a small, quaint village like this? Surely nothing bad could come from that. Or even shooting a person. No, actually, we couldn't. We couldn't even if we wanted to. Game says, nah, you gotta be nice. You have to be nice. You're on your best behavior, or else we will take away... Oh. Is that normal? Does everybody have that? That little yellow glowing? Oh, you know what? It probably is. That's probably like... That means their spirit is like fine. If it... Yeah. If it's purple, that means... Or like darkened in some way. Then that means that something is tainting them. So yeah, no, he's fine. He's not fucked up or anything. How about this guy? This guy is a huge fan of us. I wonder if he's getting any better at being a blacksmith. At least he's trying stuff.
Good day to you.
Bit late for that.
Yep. Alright.
I'll take my leave.
Good.
Yep. Yeah, I can't say I blame him. Yeah, no new conversation options there. Could have shot a ghost that... Yeah, well, that's... That's kind of the license we have to operate right now. Like earlier, like we were saying earlier, we were like, oh yeah, there's a ghost in this person's soul and an evil spirit. It's a sprite. It's a demon. Oh, there's only one thing to do. And we gotta banish it. Sorry, lady, but it's time to die. You know, we have that license. Nobody understands the way of ghosts and banishment and hauntings like witches, demonologists, and banishers. So unless the person we're talking to happens to be overly familiar with this kind of stuff, then they just have to trust us. Just trust me, bro. There was a ghost right there, and I tried to shoot it with ghost bullets. Sorry I missed and shot you in the head. Sorry about it. Sorry about you. Alright, nothing else jumps out at me. Still something. Still something with this other house. Something I probably missed. Maybe it was outside the house. Let's be in ghost friend mode for a little bit. Oh, wait, hold on. Have I answered my own question? Oh, take that real quick. Oh, wait, no, this is the wrong house. Herp derp. Can I actually go into here? I cannot. I said that a little bit like Tommy Wiseau. The part where he's like, I did not hit her. It's bullshit. I did not. And then he throws the water bottle, then he goes, oh, hi, Mark. That's, I feel like I channeled a little bit of a Wiseauism there. I can't just jump in through this extremely open window. Alright. Well, I tried. It was about to take him. That's right. I had no choice. I had to shoot. I had to do it. I didn't feel good about it. I do one of these and I go, actually, it felt awesome. The sexual thrill. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, so it's not that house. Where is the taint house? Show me the taint. Not this guy. Just standing over there. Although it sure goes into like sad blue mode when we go by there. I think the idea is that the guy is just really sad. Can't say I blame him. Is this the place? No, it's the place with all the numbers. Was it? Oh, okay, it was this one, I think. Nope, that's the rest house. Fucking hell. Which one was it? I'm trying to like trace how I could have found that path. Oh, this. Wait, no, fuck, that's the same one. It's the rest house. Unfortunately, I feel like I get lost in this place very often. Does it say which house is which on the map? Yeah, they just want us to go into the main area. It was the place with the little back door area. The little sneaky path. Which maybe was that one? It was like the first house we saw after we came down from the rest house. We came down and then we were like, oh shit, this is the place. Unless this was it, but no, I'm pretty sure that's the rest house. That's why it has the little sconce outside of it. That's correct. That's exact. You got it, Meerkat. You fucking nailed it, bro. He says, why are you so good at that, bro? I don't know if I'm that good. I do enjoy me some Tommy Wiseau weirdness, but I can't pretend that I'm able to truly channel his vague amalgamation of European accents and his like who knows how altered what state his altered mind is in. Like he speaks and exists in planes of existence that none of us can ever truly pretend to understand. I'll just follow this. Is this the... Okay, here it is. Yeah. This is it, yeah. Alright, so was there more stuff inside the house? That's what I'm wondering. So we checked as many as we could find. I think the problem is that I exited ghost. Oh, it's because when you leave, it exits ghost mode. That's why you have to go back in it to see the path. Oh, okay, that's how you were supposed to do it. It's just I got distracted because I got the fucking squirrel brain. So follow the tendrils of space juice, space residue, space powder. It's a vibe. You have to channel his energy. You channel his spirit. It's like clerics in Dungeons and Dragons. You have to like channel the spirit, you know, the energy of your chosen deity to cast spells for that day. So, you know, I have to dress up in a tuxedo, sacrifice a football, you know, fucking stab it with a knife. And then what? And what? Talk to a dog, buy some roses. And then mourn the fact that I was betrayed by my best friend. Once the seance is complete, then and only then will I be able to cast timey-wise spells for the day, I suppose. Get the goon juice? Oh, I sure hope so. From France. Like in Eastern Europe. Yeah, because I remember at one point I had heard in an interview that people had asked, like in an interview, somebody had asked him, like, yeah, you have such a unique accent. Where are you from? And he was like, oh, I've lived in a couple places around Europe, and he didn't want to give more information than that. He was like, wanted to stay mysterious. So I was thinking maybe the answer is he wants to stay hush hush about it, but French wouldn't shock me. It wouldn't shock me with his, just again, his like really unique Wiseauian accent. Is it around here in the graveyard? Yeah, we know a little, like, yeah, he very much means to keep it secret, which, you know, adds to his mystique. I get it. 7 sex scenes in one movie. Honestly, who could blame him? Who could blame him? Ouch. So that spirit continued to go crazy and turned into a... Just, I guess this is a specter, maybe. Maybe my idea of what a specter is maybe not perfect.
They never learn, do they?
Punch!
Don't just stand there.
And punch again, fuck you!
Poor Thomas. I should have known his specter would linger.
Well, it's gone now.
So was that truly a haunting? In the sense of what a haunting entails? Or was it just a really angry ghost that was so befuddled and so... there it is, word of the day apparently. That was so angry and so resentful that he manifested in a very angry spirit. Where did he get the movie? Yeah, that's the thing too. The mystery of how he paid for that movie. Because The Room was an extremely expensive movie to make. Because he kept resetting production, reshooting scenes, hiring new actors inexplicably. So, yeah, the answer is how did he pay for it? Rich family? Was it the mob? Who fucking knows, man? Selling underwear? Was he an underground underwear baron? Yo, what a fucking stud. Good for him, honestly. Yeah, Prudence. She was the French spy. Nellie. Oh, and then Nellie was the woman we killed because she did, all fairness, commit a murder. That is not a thing that didn't happen. No, I didn't actually hear what she had said. But okay, so this is how we can revisit once again and hear, like, their last words.
My name were Rose, a flower. I became the pitiless thorn. But I did not make the world.
I didn't make the world, but it made me. It made me what I am. Right. A door-to-door underwear salesman. Is that like a thing he claims? Or is this verified true by a real American patriot? Also, let it be known there's other marked and unmarked graves here. So I wonder if that means there's more to come. Or maybe these are for, like, more banishment, judgment opportunities to come. Or if it means that there is they're just, you know, there for show. Because it would, or if it's for, like, if in the Nelly situation, if we could have banished the blacksmith guy instead of Nelly, if this would have been his grave, maybe. Not sure about the source. Okay, interesting. Yeah, but that is a story at least. That's awesome. That's awesome. And I want to believe. I want to believe. I want it to be true. Right, so that wasn't really like a true haunting case. That was more of a, I mean, it was interesting and it was enjoyable, but it was, you know, not the full story, obviously. I'm curious about this other thing over this way. Or no, it was the full story. I mean, the full story was, yeah, his ghost had manifested into some kind of spiteful spirit. Whether the true definition is a specter or just an angry spirit remains to be seen, remains to be determined. But yeah, he was just still pissed off. And not terribly surprising, and I can't say that I blame him. But also, he was mostly insane. Like, he had already lost most of his humanity by the time we came along. So, honestly, he was not long for this world. Or, well, he was already dead. Not long for the world of being a reasonable spirit anyway. We resolved that one. Of course, did we ever find a way in here? I guess not, but I guess there's also nothing inside. I mean, there's no obvious signs of anything worthwhile inside here anyway. So yeah, there is a path beyond which we have not progressed, and I'm guessing it's oh, I think this is the, I think I remember. I think this is where the, what are they called? The ivy, the cursed ivy, the creeping ivy. There's like, I think a creeping ivy up this way. Let's see if that's correct. He still sells the underwear. What a fucking Chad. An absolute giga Chad. Tommy Wiseau branded underwear. Do you think he did that after the fact? Like, you know, if he sold underwear as a door-to-door underwear salesman and built up a small fortune that he used to finance his magnum opus, The Room. You know, if that's his story, and he's continued to sell the underwear, is that what's happened? Or is the answer that the story has taken on legs of its own, and it's like an urban legend, and he's capitalizing on it, and he never actually sold underwear before, but oh no, I sell underwear now, and you too can get a cut of this with the low price of $12.99 or however much it was for a pair of boxers.
Ah!
Jesus!
You monster!
That legitimately scared me.
How's balls, lady?
Oh, Mr. McGrath.
That legitimately, I was like, oh fuck!
You are a monster.
She got my ass, bro.
Thank God.
She got my ass good.
I mean, I'm so sorry. Oh Lord.
Yeah, I remember her earlier. She was very curt to us earlier. Yeah, she never did like him.
Please don't be childish. That's not true. I doubted you. It's not the same thing. But you slayed the beast. God was with you, and I was wrong to doubt. Well, I have thoroughly embarrassed myself. Forgive me, if you can. Your ghost stories went to my head. I was gathering plants in the woods. I thought I was attacked by a ghost. Isn't that ridiculous?
I was gonna say,
clear as day.
She seems awfully jumpy. She seems awfully jumpy. No one just is like lying in wait and just fucking starts swinging the second a thing moves. He's got a Twitch channel? Dude, I gotta follow his ass. I had no idea he was on Twitch. That's great. Real estate makes the most sense. But he also, yeah, he was probably hustling. He was probably trying to, you know, he probably had multiple attempted sources of income. So he was probably trying a few things. But real estate is if you're good at it, real estate's a good way to make money. You know, there is an argument to say that it's an ethically dubious way to make money. Some more so than others. You know, there are awful landlords out there that definitely scalp people, you know, that are definitely, I shouldn't use that term, that definitely screw people over. But, sold copies of The Room. Yeah. That, which is awesome, actually. She is a smash maker. She's not a bad looking glass of water. I'll grant you that. Her attacking me randomly and unwantedly, you know, she loses some brownie points for that. Also, she doesn't know that we have judged and killed at every opportunity, and she's extremely religious. Like, extremely, which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying that's bad. But, like, you know, she's like, kind of warmed up to us a little bit. She doesn't know. She doesn't know the lives I've took and the souls I've fed to my super hot, cool ghost hunting girlfriend. Made a ton of You know what? I feel like I read that somewhere, Algasso. Maybe you told me that, actually. Because it's not surprising. Again, that's it. If you do it right and you're smart at it and you're good at it, you can make some bank with real estate. But the thing is, to get into real estate, you kind of need that, like, nest egg. You kind of need that initial investment from someone or something. So, you know, if he had, like, some family that helped out or something, or, like, you inherit something, you know, like, you need, like, some kind of starting point, obviously. But yeah, once you get going, you're kind of off to the races. A small loan of $1 million, perhaps. Meerkat says, yo, that's just more brownie points, Alex. Fuck you. Meerkat's saying this is just fuel for the fire, baby. Anyway,
It's not ridiculous, no.
Let's acknowledge.
If you're haunted, I might be able to help.
Haunting is the thing we specialize
I'm not
in.
haunted. I just took fright is all. But if you really want to help, when I ran, I dropped my bag. It has my medical equipment and supplies. Could you get it for me?
Medical supplies are valuable. A shame to lose them. I'll see what I can do.
May God's goodness go with you, if you're serious. I still can't tell if you're a serious man.
Meerkat, a quiz for you. Is it that her lack of hesitancy to proceed to violence, is that part of the allure? Or is it her, like, sassy kind of tsundere attitude where she, like, clearly is not a big fan of us? She doesn't, like, hate us. She's like, fuck you. But she's like, I don't know. I don't know, bro. You're not with God. You know, you're not right with God. I don't know about this, bro.
Good man.
Banisher, rebel, finder of lost baggage.
And Beetlehead. You forgot Beetlehead.
Can't forget Beetlehead. It's the first part. The other acceptable answer would have been yes. There's no wrong answer here. But the other acceptable answer would have been yes. Meerkat, is your mission to, you know, she's obviously deeply religious, which is perfectly fine. Is your mission, Meerkat, to invoke in her the desire to you know, say some to utter God's name in a couple in some new ways? You know, utter the names of her chosen deities in some new flavors.
Here
is that an accurate statement?
Just lost bag.
How did she manage to drop it down there?
Oh my, that's a fucking crevice, all right. And then I've seen some crevices in my day. I've seen some crevices. Things have wound up in crevices that I'm not proud to admit. Things have fallen into holes that. Ooh, doctor's visits, surgery. Ooh, yeah, it's a time. Meerkat, it says it wasn't previously, but somehow it is now. Thank you for unlocking a new desire that I didn't know was inside of me. Meerkat, my whole mission statement. You know how, like, corporations and businesses, they have, like, mission statements. Our mission is to better society through the products and services we offer. That kind of bullshit. My mission statement is to guide people and to help them unlock desires, sexual or otherwise, that they didn't know they had. That's one of my mission statements. One of many. One of my many mission statements is to guide them to new desires of various shapes and forms that they did not know about themselves. You know, help guide them, help be their desire Sherpa. You know, don't tell them what to like, but lead them to their own decisions of what they want out of life or otherwise. All right, so I can't do this one. Oh, I can do that one. Oh, so any of those kinds of things can be busted open. Maybe even the creeping ivories. Ivies, not ivory. Creeping ivory. That's like a haunted piano. That's the piano from Mario 64, by the way. That's the creeping ivory. Fucking got a name for it. We got his ass. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. What's his purple friend? Is that another cursed artifact thing? It very well might be. I can take whatever it is. Oh, it's another... Oh, hold on. It's something else. Oh, there's combat happening when we pick this up. Religious fruitcakes. Let's see. CCD granola teacher. Hold on. CCD granola teacher. I'll confess I don't know what those words mean in that order. Fruitcake, which is to say, like, CCD. Yeah, CCD. Yeah, I'm trying to, like, forensically determine what that stands for, but I can't think of anything off the top of my head. A bloodied wooden figure, so this is something else. Gotta fight some shit, though. I was gonna say we can knock the shit out of him. Ouch. Punch!
Not today.
Punch! There we go. That's so satisfying. Look at that. Oh, wait. That's just to indicate the thing we just picked up. Yeah, never mind. Have I ever called someone granola? I'll confess, this is not something I've ever heard of before. Because, yeah, you were getting at... So you said, am I the only one who finds religious fruitcakes? And, yeah, so it's a kind of person. Are you trying to imply, Meerkat, that there's a certain allure to the kind of person we were talking to earlier, the NPC? The lady that may or may not be haunted? There's, like, an allure to, like, that kind of vibe. Shall we? Because, like I said, there's no wrong answers here. There's something for everyone, and that's, you know, it's a nice thing. These guys, however, are not nice. Oh. Punch! He's gonna try to shoot my ass, and I said, "Not today, motherfucker. Not today." Ouch. And he's out of there. Cool.
Try this on for size.
I was gonna do the punch, but he was dead. Oh, he's not dead though.
Look out!
Shit. I keep killing something before I can do the finishing punch attack, and I'm sad about it. There's a brutally eviscerated bunny, but not eaten though. Like, it's fucking killed to death, but there's still lots of meat on its bones. So same kind of thing of the wildlife out here killing animals or even people, but not really eating the meats. Just killing to kill. Killing death for death's sake. Oh, okay. Oh, Urban Dictionary. Oh, I like it. I like it. Let's see what we got here. Civilized hippie. Gotcha. Okay. I've never heard this term before, but I know the type. Yes, I know the type. Yeah. Yeah. Portland. Yes. Yes. The stereotypical Portlander. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So if your question, Meerkat, was like, am I the only one that finds that appealing? Not at all. Not at all. I have been to many an Humphreys McGee concert. I've been to many a Dave Matthews concert. I mean, you know, back in my single days, I mean, yeah, I would have very, very willingly pursued, you know, that kind of aesthetic. Although, I mean, I don't know, I think lots of different kind of people can be attractive for, you know, very different reasons. So you know, in my single years, I don't know if I had like a certain type that I gravitated towards. I was lonely and desperate enough to at least attempt, you know, a connect with anybody. That's not to say I would just, you know, I would like endure a crappy relationship if it wasn't worth it. I had self-respect at least, but I'd be willing to try with just about damn near anybody. So, And that's why things worked out pretty well with, you know, so well with Gracie, obviously. Because for one thing, she was into me. I was like, all right, that's pretty nice. But the other thing is like, oh, cool, there's like some staying power here.
Our doctor may not believe in ghosts, but this journal was torn by a spectral hand.
Oh, what's this? Another purple thingy. Still lots of stuff to explore as well, so no shortage of things to sniff out while we're out here. I kind of, by complete accident, stumbled into where we needed to go. So I was just exploring just to, you know, resolve things I was trying to, like paths I was curious about, that kind of thing. I didn't really mean to happen upon more stuff, but no complaints here. So, a medical consultation log. These are last names of people that canceled on her. Going back in time. Trying to look for... Oh, obviously we don't really know the last names. So I'm looking for first initials that I might recognize. A bunch of appointments canceled. One person... yeah. So she prescribed verbena, whatever that is, daily for a week for headache and fever. Sykes. Now that person was up here, so they had a second appointment that they canceled. Hemlock each Tuesday and Friday. Hemlock? That's a curious choice. That's what killed Socrates. Maybe in, like, small quantities it has some kind of medicinal purpose, but that shit paralyzes you and your lungs and makes you not alive anymore. I guess if you really want to sleep... Is Nocturia, like, insomnia, maybe? Vertigo, I mean, well, that... No, I don't think paralyzing you is going to help your vertigo. Whatever. She's the medical doctor. Fuck do I know, right? Nightshade. Isn't Nightshade also... Alright, I am questioning her methods. I don't know what verbena is, but I'm pretty sure Nightshade... Isn't it even called Deadly Nightshade? Are you trying to kill these people? Mercury salts! Okay. Meerkat, we might have to kill your waifu. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Mercury salts. Yeah. Yeah. She's trying to kill these people. Oh, it's a heart medication. Okay, I thought it was... I must be thinking of something else. So maybe Nightshade's alright. But mercury salts, hemlock... I don't know if she's just a bad nurse or a bad... She's not a doctor. In fact, she takes umbrage if you call her a doctor. She, like, it, like, picks her up, pisses her off. But if she... You know, it means to be a medical professional or even a medically minded person, she's either doing a bad job and is incompetent, or she's malicious and she's trying to kill people. The second one wouldn't make sense. There's no reason she'd want to kill these people. I don't know what Theriac is. But I smell incompetence. Sulfur twice a month? Yeah, for throat aches. Yo, bro, yeah, your voice hurts, your throat hurts, you're coughing a lot. Just inhale some sulfur. Clear that shit right up. It's got to be extremely low doses. Low doses, you say? Well, I don't know, bro. Hold on. What was it? It was oh, okay. I guess each second Monday. Maybe that's not too bad. Once every 2 weeks. Each Monday and Thursday for 1 month. Okay, that's twice a week. That's not great. Mercury assaults each Monday. G. Rawlings and the other person that had mercury assaults on the regular. Look at this last name, Do Christ. With a last name like that, he's got to become a preacher or a minister or something. Black Hellebore decoction. I don't know what Hellebore is, but it's the like the darkened kind. It sounds a little terrifying. All right, so we actually took that with us. Although I guess we mean to give it back to her. And of course, the crows. The crows are indicating. Can I just kick? Can I Sparta kick his ass off here? That'd be so cool. Oh. It'd be so cool if I could just Sparta kick his way out of here. I'm trying to do the cool thing where I do the combo.
Can I do
like this? Fuck you! Oh, I killed the shit out of him. It wasn't that he was like, ouch, that sucks. He was like, oh fuck, I've been fucking unalive forever, and this is making me real sad. And I'm over here like, good, be sad. I didn't know you could do that in combat, but that's extremely cool. Has a badass AoE aspect to it too. Oh, excuse me? Oh, hello. Oh, you're still alive. Or no, I thought I killed you. Well, regardless, you're not long for this world, my dude. My dude and also my guy.
Hogging all the fun.
Fuck you! And now he is actually dead. Triple dead. Yeah, some of them were genuine medicines. Well, that's a good point too. Oh, I didn't mean to jump down. That's a good point too. We know now the mercury salts are fucked up, you know, with common medicine. We didn't know it back then. In fact, well, who was it? Because she died. She died as a result of her experimentation with mercury. No, not Ada Lovelace. Well, oh, was it? Was it Ada Lovelace? No, I don't think so. No, she was a computer scientist. Fuck. I can't remember. But she was like a fairly well-known and well-remembered chemist who died. Mary Curie, there we go. Oh, it wasn't Mercury? Oh. Because, yeah, I was thinking of Mary Curie. And I thought, like, it's like even in the name Mercury. Oh, you're right. She did experiment with radioactive stuff, yeah. I think it's because her name sounds like Mercury. I think that's why I got those thrown off. But yeah, you are right. It was radioactive poisoning. Maybe there was somebody else then. Maybe there was someone else, and maybe they weren't, like, super well known. Maybe I'm getting these things conflated. But maybe there was somebody else then that, yeah, was known to have made some pretty important discoveries about mercury that we have them to thank. But like, I feel like the person still got. There was the Roman god, right? Well, yeah, the Roman god Mercury, who was actually a Greek god that just got renamed because, you know, that was Rome's thing. They were like, this Greek mythology is really cool. What if we just, oops, I borrowed the whole thing. You know, that I think that's more or less how Roman mythology happened. So I don't know who the Greek equivalent of Mercury is. I actually wound up on the other side. There's stuff I need to get over there. The winged sandals. Hermes, maybe? It might be Hermes. Traditional snake oil had some kind of purpose. Interesting. So that's how that term, snake oil salesman and snake oil, that's how that came to be then. Hat making, yeah. That's how the term Mad Hatter came about. Yeah, mad as a hatter. Yeah, I've definitely heard about that one, yeah. I don't know, I might just be dead fucking wrong here. I thought there was a person that was known to have experimented with mercury. Like a chemist. Like a chemist was experimenting with mercury. Discovered, holy shit, this crap is highly toxic. And suffered, you know, for it in some way. But again, maybe I'm just getting my Mary Curie knowledge mixed up. It wouldn't be the first time I've conflated this kind of thing before. Alright. Oh, wait, that's the only path. Okay. As if I jump down. Oh, wait, no, hold on. I don't think I actually did go this way, did I? It's omega-3 fatty acids, right, which are in, like, fish oil tablets, that kind of thing. Malnourished workers. So, yeah, so there's reason. There's reason for this. There's a reason for the season. I never did fully go this way. Drank mercury. Oh my god. How'd that go for him? It probably made him feel something. It probably had a effect on him, and he was like, that means it's working! I'm dead. The pain means it's working. Yeah, how's that working out for you, bro? But like I said, it wouldn't shock me if I'm just misremembering the deets. Chewing on the bark of an aspen tree. Are aspen trees known to have not good bark? So I've not heard of it, but it wouldn't shock me if that was like a thing for pain relief. I mean, maybe if the idea is if you chew hard enough on some tree bark, the pain of your teeth hurting and the splinters of getting your mouths all hit with the wood pieces distracts you from the other pain you're experiencing. So it's like, wow, the pain from my horribly infected and wounded leg is not nearly as distracting in the pain in my mouth from all these wood splinters. Maybe that's the idea. Tripping balls until you... This means I'm living forever! Yeah. Like I said, how'd that work out for him, I wonder. Oh, interesting. Natural ingredient for aspirin, hence the name. There you go. So actually, there's something to that then. I mean, aspirin is not a pain relief thing, but, you know, it's if someone is experiencing, like, general, like, chest discomfort or headaches or, you know, or something like that, then, oh, yeah, hey, if I gnaw on this tree bark, it kind of, you know, feels not the worstest afterwards. I think I'm looking for another shortcut, because yeah, here we go. I was going to say, I feel like I'm going a fairly long way for something that won't get me anything new. I think we've already been in this area before, but it's a shortcut that's now available. So that'll help with general pathfinding and the like. I'm surprised it didn't reveal the path behind me, though. Kind of gone off the beaten path, obviously. Yeah, because I was just exploring, find a way to the bag. Like, yeah, I know. So if I go back... Yeah, interesting that the path wasn't being revealed. Maybe I was like... Maybe there's like a main path that away that I would actually truly need to venture into. Yeah, like, I mean, if... I'm thinking like, oh, I've... You know, I got like a... Like a... I don't know, just think of it like I twisted my ankle. Or like, you know, or I broke a bone. I'm thinking aspirin probably wouldn't do a whole lot. I guess it's better than nothing. When I think of aspirin, I think of headaches or just some kind of circulatory thing. It's Native American medicine. Makes sense, yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess if you, you know, fucking twist an ankle and you're like, holy shit, this hurts, and the only thing you have in your medicine cabinet is aspirin, then yeah, it's probably not the worst thing you could do. Unless you were on some kind of medication, some kind of prescription that would interfere with it. Like, I think if you're on blood thinners, you're not supposed to take aspirin. Like, prescribed blood thinner. Well, no, that wouldn't make sense because, well, I don't know. I'm thinking, like, prescribed blood thinners are like aspirin, but more gooder, I guess. Presumably, there's something that does not tango well with aspirin. I don't know what it is, but... Isn't that what aspirin does? It itself is an over-the-counter blood thinner? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's an over-the-counter blood thinner. So if you're on prescription blood thinners, I mean, I guess the idea of, oh, hey, you know, don't take more if you're on prescription blood thinners and you don't want to overdo it. You don't want to make that shit too thin. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's an over-the-counter. Exactly. So maybe that's not a good example, but maybe there's something else that I just can't think of that does not interact well with blood thinners. I don't know, I'm just kind of spitballing, obviously. I've actually never taken aspirin before. I've never taken one. I rarely get headaches, mercifully. Usually if I get a headache, it's because I fucked up and I, like, you know, went to bed too late or I, like, you know, wasn't taking care of myself. I know people that just get headaches because they're that shitty luck. It's like, oh, yep, I you know, well, I got 8.2 hours of sleep instead of 8.1, and now I have a headache all day. Or migraines. Like, oh, fuck, that shit's awful. So I got pretty easy. I got pretty lucky in that sense, because I have a number of friends that are not so lucky. There's nothing down here? I guess I must have picked up something already, because it seems like for sure a thing where stuff would be. Because, yeah, there's that up there, which I definitely want. Call it aspirin. There you go. Oh, interesting. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, if you're experiencing what might be a heart attack, then yeah, aspirin could if it could potentially save your life. Although I'm guessing if it's a really bad clot, then, you know, or some other kind of blockage, you know, clot or a blockage, you know, all the things that can cause a heart attack. It's not going to be a panacea, but still. It can compound. Yeah, exactly. So it's like if you take too much aspirin, or if you, take too many prescription blood thinners, if you thin the blood too much, it's going to be not good. You're going to have a bad time. Makes perfect sense. Makes perfect sense. Yeah, we got to go around. Let's go around. Exactly, yeah. I mean, the general consensus I think most would agree on is too much of anything is generally frowned upon. I mean, I guess you probably can't overdose on, you know, vitamin C supplements. I think vitamins are one of those things where it's like if your body gets more than 100% of it for the daily allotment, you'll just poop it out and you'll get no benefit, but you're not going to fucking die from it. Although, I think some vitamins, too much of it can be a problem. So it's like, even then, you probably don't want to take like fucking an entire pill's worth of like vitamin, I don't know, E supplements or whatever, and think you're going to live forever. And vitamin D and think you're going to grow the biggest penis out of your forehead. Too much mostly, yeah. Yeah, it's generally speaking, that's good to avoid that kind of thing if you can help it. If you're the master of your own destiny, which most of us are, usually. I want to overdose on boobs in my face. Based. Meerkat, yep. Based Meerkat having a correct opinion. We call that the common Meerkat W. That's what we call that. Oh, there is something. I was gonna say, I feel like I'm... Oh, my. What do you think? Is he alive? Is he like a zombie? Nope, he's very much dead. There's that one lyric from I'm the Walrus by the Beatles. Yellow matter custard dripping from a dead dog's eye. That line is so fucking morbid.
I'm right here, you know.
That's what comes to mind. Oh, this fucking dude. When I see that fella. Oh, wrong button. Whoops. Ouch. Punch! Dodge this motherfucker! Oh, he's dead. I just punched a tree. I just punched a tree. Fuck you, tree! I really wanted to kill that guy with a big ghost punch, so instead I took out my anger on a poor, innocent tree. Cuckoo-ca-choo. Can hurt your liver. Oh, there you go. I stand corrected. I did not know that. I guess the idea is that it's kind of hard to take that much vitamin C unless you're really trying, you know? And I don't mean just drink 4 high C juice boxes and call it a day. Like, you'd probably have to go pretty ham. But sure enough, too much of that can also be a not good thing. Like, yeah, you've got like a daily multivitamin. The once a day thing is great, but yeah, you go too ham on that shit and you will have a bad time. So that makes sense. Moral of the story is just don't butt chug 12 bottles of multivitamins. Or I'm sorry, not butt chug, don't boof. Don't boof 12 bottles worth of multivitamins. You will not get superpowers. Your penis will not elongate by an additional 12 inches. In fact, it might retract inside of you by an additional 12 inches. Turn it into a vagina. I've seen it happen. Yeah, you'd have to like go crazy. Crazy ham on that shit, which, yeah, just is... would take such a concentrated effort. You'd probably, like, get sick first. Like, you'd probably start puking and shitting and pissing and coming uncontrollably. You'd probably have other symptoms before you drop dead. I remember somebody had... there was, like, someone crunched the numbers, and they found if you ate, like, some unfathomable number of bananas, you would die of a heart attack, because potassium has, like, some kind of effect on neurological connections. Or not neurological, circulatory connections. So if you eat some ungodly amount of bananas, you would die of a heart attack. But same kind of thing there, your stomach would fucking explode first. It's more of a hypothetical. And I think if you ate more of an ungodly amount of bananas, you would die of radioactive poisoning. Because bananas have like the babiest of baby amounts of radioactiveness to them. You can tell me if I'm full of shit. Maybe I've misremembered that, but I feel like that was like a thing I read where if you hold up a Geiger counter to a banana that's like kind of ripened, it'll be like, oh, there's like a little bit, like a teeny amount. But you know, we are, by virtue of walking on this planet, we incur like teensy baby amount of radiation anyway, so it's like nothing to be scared of. Like no more than you get from just like existing and breathing air. So you'd have to like, for that to affect you, you have to just go fucking stupid with bananas. And yeah, by that time, your stomach would be fucking sad.
too soft. Get in its face.
Oh, wrong button. Nope, he's doing that thing. Punch! Oh, he interrupted me. That's so rude. Oh, no, the animation still went off. The attack went off. It just didn't look like it did. Oof. You know what? Fuck you. Shoot him in the face. Fuck you and the... whatever was he. Fuck you and the giant legs you rode in on. Punch! Have I made it clear that I really like that punch attack? Might have come up once or twice.
I can help.
That shit is bananas. 200,000. Oh my god. 200,000. Yeah, that's just... That's like an algorithm. That have to be done in like a simulation. That's some holodeck shit, because there's just no way that shit could be done. You'd have to run a simulation and just untick some checkboxes. You'd have to use some cheat codes. You'd have to use some human cheat codes to say infinite stomach capacity, no gag reflex, have a fucking banana launcher pipeline that can feed that many bananas to a person correctly. You would need so many cheat codes. Yeah, so there's just no fucking way. Ain't no way. Have a good night, White Flare. Fuck your head and the neck you rode in on as I rip his ghost head off his ghost body and eat it. And then shit it out. And then fuck it. Actually, we're going to be wrapping up pretty soon here because like White Flare pointed out, it is... We are approaching the sleepy time hour. And as much fun as I'm having picking daisies and gallivanting about and fighting bad guys... Oh, you see that? It's because he heard me threaten to fuck that one dude, that one ghost... like skull, ghost skull, ghost head. Punch! Also, you're not allowed to pull off that combo and not say the word punch in like a funny voice. I'm doing so completely by accident. I don't mean to do so. It is absolutely by, it is with, it's involuntary. Much like my frequent orgasms, they are very involuntary. Fuck the man. Yeah, that's what I like started with, but then I realized like, wait, what I'm about to say doesn't make sense. I need a way to like, well, I mean, no matter what I say, it's gonna be stupid. But like, how do I make it sort of make a little bit more sense? And that was the best I could think of. Yeah, some kind of funny punch voice thing. Falcon punch is acceptable. Oh my god, can I just be a penis? And just shoot these dudes? Oh my god, you actually can't. They actually are immune to bullets until you begin combat. That's actually kind of smart. As much as it pains me to say it, those kind of anti-cheesing measures are unfortunately smart. As much as I would much rather cheese that fight and just shoot them from afar. That is quite funny. I was actually hoping we could find the place where those creeping ivories were. Oh, fucking, there it is. Creeping ivies were. We'll go and fight these guys. The idea of just sniping them from afar is a very funny one. Do it again. I'll do it again too. Oh, okay. So you just dodge these things. Why'd I switch to her? Oh, why'd I switch to her again? What's wrong with me? Ooh.
Hogging all the
Fuck you. There we go. Got a little bit of experience for it. Yeah, I was hoping we could find that that area. I guess I could just check the map if I was like really desperate for it. Just because there were some things we could shoot down that we didn't have last time we were here. We have this cool weapon with which we can use to murder the bad guys with bullets, and that's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool superpower. But yeah, it is getting pretty late, and I have to get up at a somewhat reasonable hour. So let's do this. Let's get back this way. I'm just gonna sprint back this way, especially because we have a bunch of shortcuts available. Whoops. There's my button. Boop. Have that be the focus. So let's get back to where we once belonged. We're actually not that far away. The reloading animation. I'll confess, I've actually never fired a live firearm before. But I do find it interesting that there's a, like, cocking, almost like it's a shotgun. Yeah. Maybe what's happening is that he's not, like, I'm not sure what that word is. Loading the next bullet into a chamber, like, or let me think about this. What are you doing with a shotgun when you do that? It's like it's the slide. You're moving the slides to load. Oh, you're ejecting the empty cartridges. That's what you're doing, I think. I don't know. All I have to know about is movies and video games. So I don't know shit. But so I should rest as we did get our shit beat around a little bit there. I'm not gonna do like a full rest. I'm just gonna like sit down for a second so we can get our health back. I think that's enough. We have inventory things and evolution things. I'll wait for next time. Pumping the shotgun. Yeah. I guess I was thinking like, what happens when you pump? What is the thing you're doing when the pumping happens? I know it's called pumping, but I'm like, what action is being performed? But anyway, so yeah, what else could be happening there? Because obviously there's no empty shells to be discharged, or like rounds to be loaded in. I think what's happening is, yeah, we pour in some powder, some gunpowder, and we are, oh yeah, and I guess instead of like, what's the word? Fucking dipsticking it down. We're like shaking it to force it on. I question the effectiveness of that though. That seems like it wouldn't be nearly as effective as, you know, sticking some kind of penetrating it with some penetrating the orifice to like really get that gunpowder down there. Because also I'm going away from it. Oh fuck, that's embarrassing. When you pump, there's a lot of actions happening. Fuck, I was trying to just go kind of as the crow flies, but my fucking dumbass. Okay, so if I just hang left, that'll bring me right to it. Yeah, I should have been paying more attention. I would have noticed that. That would have brought me right to it. Shipping up to Boston. There we go. We're not actually running to Boston, although that'd be very impressive if we could do so. We got Fessel. Hope you're doing well, Fessel. Good to see you. We're playing some Banishers, Ghost of New Eden. This game is very good, by the way. This game is very good. We got a lot more of this game left to stream and to play. Yeah, so there's the lady. Will she offer anything else if we talk to her, by the way? What's the word around here?
Let's talk of something.
She offers any gossip.
The world about us.
Spill the tea, sis. Talk some
I
shit.
get the feeling you're about to try and sell me some nonsense or other, but all right. We can talk.
It's the first time she's been willing to talk to us at all.
What can you tell me about Thickskin Newsmith?
Who's dead now?
Smith was without a doubt my most regular patient. I put more stitches in her than a dressmaker.
Oh, that isn't terribly surprising. She did get wounded a lot, probably.
Head like a rock. I liked her a lot. May she rest in peace. She did her job to the end.
That's the story. That's the story we're selling. Yeah, she probably got wounded a lot in her hunting trips. So it's several actions, yeah. And then the chamber, yeah, then it removes the empty shell. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. Thank you, Meerkat.
Newsmith.
You're a wealth of knowledge, man. I appreciate that.
Yes. Without wishing to be cruel, her sister's death revealed her true character. But she'll be a good leader. With time. God helps those who help themselves.
All right.
I should go.
We'll be back.
I shall await your return.
We'll be back because she has a quest that we are twerking upon right now. We're twerking on her quest. And we have, yeah, that was kind of what led me on this pseudo goose chase where I was like just kind of putzing around, exploring new paths, unlocking side areas, unlocking shortcuts to other regions. It was a very fun time, but the downside is that I just kind of turned my brain off and I was just adventuring and just kind of fucking around. I was fucking around and I was in the process of finding out. What I neglected to do was actually, you know, follow up on the actual quest that I'm working on here. So I was having too much fun adventuring. Which is a crime punishable by death. Had too much fun in a video game. Book him, Dano. I'm as guilty can be. Then the next round, yeah. That makes sense too. All in one quick action. And Meerkat, I'm impressed. That is a shocking level of detail. Meerkat knows his shit. That's awesome. Yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate, like I said, your wealth of knowledge. Oh, that's what happened, because I didn't mean to jump down when I was exploring. I got the one journal there. It looks like there's more stuff, though. I was hoping I could get all the things. Various plants and flowers.
I hope whatever's in there is intact.
The ghost was after Evelyn, not her bag. Spectral stains lead back to camp.
Mistress Fitcher was something of a physician back in Yorkshire.
I wonder why she left.
Maybe she had no choice.
Maybe she had no choice. Looks like her patients deserted her.
Intriguing.
Did they desert or did they die? Because, yeah, they had all canceled on her at some point. The fucking mercury salts, man. It's like Meerkat said. It's maybe not necessarily her fault. Maybe mercury was truly thought to be of medicinal purposes as early as the late 1600s when this game takes place. The 1690s, basically. But still, the fact that it was a highlighted entry means that there's some significance to that. And I don't know. Like I said, was she maliciously meaning to harm her patients? From again, from malice? Or was it that she was unknowingly prescribing things that were harmful, like hemlock and mercury salts for ailments, and that she incompetently, put her patients in danger? Hard to say. Shotguns weren't, the pump action wasn't invented. Yeah, that makes sense. That's a lot of complexity. A lot of interlocking complexity. But no, I'm impressed, Meerkat, with your level of knowledge on the subject. There's a lot of complexity there. Your willingness to show that is really cool. Now we'll just power, baby. That's how we fucking do it. All right, so here she is.
Oh, thank God you're back.
Oh, she is. Oh, something done spooked her. Something done spooked her real good. We're gonna actually wrap it up here, friends. It is getting late. Let's do a quick save here. Old acquaintances was the last major thing that happens. We're working on a picture of health right now. We're working on a picture of health, and that is what we shall pick up next time, friends. That is where we'll pick up next time. This game is awesome. You've heard me say on a number of occasions, the combat is enjoyable. It's not the most dynamic combat system, but I do like it for what it is. It's fairly simple. It's like a simpler, easier Dark Souls, honestly. It removes a lot of the complexities of Dark Souls combat. It simplifies a lot of shit. It's dynamic enough where it's interesting, but it doesn't overstay its welcome, which I appreciate. And there's not a ton of it. For me, the most interesting and compelling part of the game is absolutely the mystery solving and learning about the characters, the haunting cases, learning their stories, and kind of marveling and mourning the tragedies that befall these people and the unique situations they find themselves in and the fucked up things they do to each other and the fucked up things we are doing with this entanglement we have with the world we find ourselves in. It's really good. I like this a lot, and I'm looking forward to more.